Draculum, hey Marissa, Brett, Anik is here, and of course the awesome Martin. Hey, I'm Umberto also. It's cold today. I actually have my gloves with me. I'm gonna wear my gloves because it's a bit colder than usual. So let me put on the signs. How's everyone doing? Smells like weed here. Typical. It's maybe like 8 degrees outside. It got colder today. Well, let's see if we can have some conversations with people. There's a lot of people over here. I think they're gonna start the ice rink tomorrow. So there's a lot of people here. Super God vibes in the chat. What's with the sign? With the, I don't know, is that Japanese or Chinese or Korean? I don't know, with the different sign that has a sort of an A under. Sort of an A looking thing under. Can you guys hear me okay, by the way? This microphone sometimes turns itself off. No, it's on. I also noticed it in the last stream. Some people putting it there. I don't know what it is. You want to have a conversation with me?
I don't know.
Just ask you some questions, that's it. Yeah, sound okay. We hear you. Hello, Linda. Nice to see you. Man, Linda, you dropped that comment. I can't explain to you. Just, I was in the gym and when I read it and I'm like, ah, shit. I just felt like crying instantly. Appreciate it. Appreciate the kind words. Sometimes, amazing veganism. Yeah, sometimes, kind words, they go a long way. It's also why sometimes I'm so conflicted about how I do outreach because, I really don't want to put people in this position where they feel bad about themselves or something. I really just genuinely want to explain to them what they're doing and want to help them change. But sometimes I faced with this idea and I have to be put in this position where I kind of have to be, more firm or not a nice person to them or something. I don't know. But I literally am just fighting for animals. I'm not against them. I'm not trying to call them out in any way. Although some people deserve to be called out animal abusers, let's face it. But yeah. Hey Chip, won't make 7th of December for We the Free, but we'll ask as if he's doing something for Vegan Future the weekend before or after that. Sure. That's cool. Mr. Sahanovic. Damn, it's cold. When the wind blows, it's a little bit chillier. Being firm doesn't mean cruel. No, it doesn't, but some people see it that way,
I want to talk.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. You wanna come here to the channel?
Sure.
Love it. What's your name?
Pedro.
Pedro, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from, Pedro?
I'm from Mexico.
From Mexico?
Yep.
Oh, love it, love it. So, Pedro, you see, there's a lot of people here walking around, minding their own business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think these people deserve to not be oppressed, to not be treated like objects?
I think they have the rights.
Yeah. And then there's this other individuals that some people have from time to time. I'm not seeing any of them, but that a lot of us see them as inferior,
Okay.
like dogs, like cats.
Yeah.
Do you think they are objects?
If they are objects,
Yeah.
like they're living things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But are they objects or are they individuals? Are they objects or subjects?
I think they're individuals.
They're individuals. I agree with you. And what I want to talk about, because I'm an animal rights activist, is about these other beings that we don't actually see in our society, but they're very much prevalent in our society.
Okay.
In the shape of their flesh is on in our stores, their milk is sometimes on our table.
Yeah.
And in order for us to get all that, we have to treat them like objects because we have to disregard what they want as individuals and exploit and kill them.
Yeah.
Do you think that us doing that for products that we don't actually need because we can live without all of them is fair?
I think we should lower the consumption of non-essential animal items.
Yeah. There's no essential animal item.
I think meat can be an essential part for the development of like young people. I think the overconsumption of meat is wrong.
Do you think we should make choices like this based on feelings or thoughts, or do you think we should base them based on evidence and data?
Evidence and data.
Yeah. And if we have evidence and data showing that you can thrive, be healthy at any stage of your life, including infancy and pregnancy and all of these on a plant-based diet, doesn't that mean that we don't need any form of animal product?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm well informed on the subject.
Yeah.
I think there are some facts on the needing of like milk, for example. I mean, but I would love to learn more about
Yeah.
it.
So let's imagine that, hypothetically speaking, you're to find out that we don't need to consume any animal products.
Yeah.
Do you think that you consuming animal products is fair? Is it moral?
I wouldn't call it unfair. I wouldn't call it moral, but I wouldn't call it.
So you wouldn't call the fact that the animals are exploited and slaughtered for those products that you don't actually need moral?
For exploited? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's no other way to get those products out of them without exploiting them, right?
I mean, I think there can be with moderation and proper regulations.
So what,
Yeah.
what would be a good way? Like, take for instance, can you hold this for a second? Let me show you.
Yeah.
Do you know what this is?
Plastic.
Yeah,
bag?
yeah. But do you know what it represents? What it is?
Like a shopping, like you see that glove?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this glove specifically,
Mm-hmm.
farmers, they use all of this and put it
Yeah.
all the way to their shoulders, and then they put the hands in the anus of a cow
Yeah.
to hold their cervix, and then they inject semen in their vagina.
Okay.
Do you know why they do that?
No.
It's called artificial insemination.
Okay.
And they do that so cows can have babies. Why
Okay.
do you think they do that?
Not sure. To make them pregnant, I guess.
Yeah, so that they can produce milk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that's fair to do to cows?
Perhaps not.
Perhaps not. Let's imagine that in an ideal scenario that wouldn't happen, right? That
Yeah.
cows would just reproduce on their own with the bull.
I might only have one more minute because I
That's
think they
fine.
went
That's
for a
fine.
bit.
That's
but
fine.
Yeah.
When the babies are born, the babies are separated from their mothers. Do you know why they do that?
Not.
Because if they stay with their mothers, they drink the milk, and we want to get as much milk as possible from them, right? It is
Yeah.
a business after all for the farmers.
Yeah.
Okay, is that fair?
Perhaps not.
If the baby is born male, what do you think happens to them?
I have no idea.
They kill them.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah, and if the baby is born female, every
Yeah.
year impregnated like their mothers, every year babies taken away from them, and every year used for the milk, and at some point they also kill them.
That does not seem moral.
Do you know why they kill them? They kill them at the age of 6, and cows can live 24 years. Do you know why they kill them at that age?
No, not really. But I'd like to learn more.
Because they can't get them pregnant anymore.
Okay.
So if you're paying for animal products, this is the type of stuff that you're supporting. Can you please watch Dominion
Sure.
to see what it is that you're supporting?
Yep.
Thank you
I
so
will.
much.
Yep.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.
And let's respect everyone, okay?
Yep.
Have a good one. His friends were laughing. I don't know, like she was really laughing. Like she was laughing hard. Like, I don't know why she was laughing so hard. Good chat? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think this chat meant anything to him. It didn't feel like, but who knows, you know? Like it didn't feel like this impacted anything whatsoever. But you know, we gotta start, and we gotta get to choose. They gotta leave and have a conversation. Otherwise. There's a lot of people on the street, so it's gonna be pretty cool. Hi, Chip, says Jennifer Rooney. Hey, Jennifer Rooney, nice to see you here. Maybe she was vegan and was like, I have told you this before. Maybe. Yeah, could be, Linda. That's a good point. I never thought about that. You felt jaded? Yeah, you felt a little bit like that. I also try to preamble this because I'm trying to get people to imagine the situation that we are in a little bit better, you know, because... Hi.
Hi.
You want to try the exercise?
Hi.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Oh wow. Yeah.
Okay. How old are you guys?
I'm 25.
And me 22.
Okay, you look very young, so I have to ask. You wanna come here so that you can view? Oh, a little bit further behind.
Yeah.
Ja.
You wanna come also?
Yeah, she also.
What's your names?
Lonneke.
Maaike.
Mout?
Bodine.
Okay. I love to say that. I'm gonna remember all of that. I'm Chip. Where you guys from?
Yeah, Netherlands.
Netherlands. Love it. Well, I'm from Romania originally, but I live here.
Oh, cool.
I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals.
Oh.
Do you think animals are objects?
No.
No. Do you think animals should be treated like objects?
No.
No.
No, of course not.
No.
But do you think that when we farm them for food, for clothing, or for any other reason, we're treating them like objects?
It depends on the situation they're living in.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
If I were to say we're farming humans, would that mean that I'm objectifying humans?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Sounds like slavery.
Yeah, sounds like slavery. Exactly. And so then when I say farming animals, does that not mean also objectifying animals?
Yeah.
Partly.
Yeah.
Partly. But it just seems so inherent to us, right? Because we've been doing it for so long. And it just seems
Yeah.
like, hey, that's kind of what we do to animals. We farm them, right?
Yeah.
But no, we don't need to farm them. We can live and be healthy on a plant-based diet. We don't need to wear their skin. We can wear any other material, literally. So does that mean that farming them is objectifying them because we're doing something that's, not needed by us and we choose to do it anyway?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, in the end it is because
Yeah.
we actually don't need it, but
We actu-
we've been doing it for so long that
Exactly.
we still do it.
Yeah.
And do you think you have some responsibility in the matter?
I think everyone has.
Yeah.
Everyone has. Yeah. And what's your responsibility concern? Like, what do you think you can do about it?
So I know, stop
Yeah,
eating meat,
that's I think the first thing.
don't buy leather.
Yeah.
Lot of things.
Let me just tell you one real quick thing because I want you to learn at least one thing because it is about meat indeed, but it's also about dairy products and stuff like that. And like, for instance, why do you think cows produce milk?
Because I think, I don't know, it's nature. Just,
Yeah, but like, when does a cow produce milk? Like, they don't always produce milk, right?
When they have carried the child and then
Exactly. They have to have a baby to produce
Yeah.
milk, right? So the farmers, they use this thing. I don't know if you guys ever seen this. Have you seen this before? Yeah. So they use this giant glove. They put it in their hand. Yeah, I'm gonna demonstrate it because you gotta see this.
There's no cow here.
No, but you can imagine what they do is they put this all the way to their
Yeah.
shoulders. They put the hands in the
I
anus of a
know,
cow
but-
to hold their cervix, and then they inject semen in their vagina.
Yeah.
Why do you think they do that?
Yeah,
To make them produce milk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But we really,
We have
I
to
didn't
go.
know it was gonna take so long. It's really interesting.
And then they take away the
important-
babies. They
Yeah.
kill the males,
Okay.
and they kill the females when they can no longer get pregnant. Okay? I'm gonna just give you 2 cards. Okay?
Yeah, good.
Can you please get more informed on the matter? Here you go.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Can I give you a card?
Yeah, I'll give it. Thank you.
Have a good one. That was like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. She didn't think it was gonna take that long. How long do you think it's gonna take? I'm just curious. Like, how long do you expect if you see somebody holding a sign, I'm doing a social experiment, and then you see this person adjusting the camera and pressing the button and saying, can you please hold over there? And then you're preemptively asking like questions a little bit. How long do you think it's gonna take? I'm just curious because it feels like the minute I started talking about animal products, they felt like, well, I don't care. I need to leave. I don't want to talk about this. I need to leave. Something like that. And whatever. You're doing good? Maybe some of the conversations will be like that. I don't know. I got a bit of a stomach ache. Sometimes that happens. Let's see. I have a protein bar on me, so if I need to, I'll do that. Maybe drink some water. Give it a second. Someone says it's all for money. That's funny. That might be the stupidest comment somebody ever made on this channel. Yeah, I was making between 100 and 200,000 euros a year, and I quit that to do this, and I'm making not even a sixth of what I was making there. But it's all for money. You're right. It's all for money. Imagine that. You guys want to have a conversation? Where are you? I'm in Netherlands. Amsterdam specifically. Which protein bar? I don't know which ones I have on me. If I'm not mistaken, I have a barbells. I have a barbells. I have the little one and another one. Oh, and the one from Bulk. I have like 6 protein bars constantly on me, just in case I need them, or maybe somebody else I want to share them with, stuff like that. And you delete my comment. Wow, Marty, I just when you saw me going on the screen, I just pressed to see all the messages. I'm not deleting any comment, but maybe it's your first time on YouTube, and that's okay. When somebody deletes a comment, it says somebody deleted a comment, by the way. Keep up the great work, man. Your contribution. Ale, psi, off. I don't know what that means. Don't worry, just keep following your passion. Appreciate you, man. Oliver, thank you. I know how it is, Oliver, when you donate on YouTube and the autocomplete or something just messes it all up. That happens to me. Appreciate it, thank you. A sign is backwards. What is your topic? Yeah, YouTube mirrors everything I do. Mirrors everything I do. YouTube does not mirror everything I do. That would be funny. No, YouTube mirrors the stream. My sign says I'm doing a social experiment. Come talk to me. Huh? How's the mustache looking, Draculum? Come on, Draculum. I'm trying to impress you over here with my mustache. How's the mustache looking? Like a pedo? That means it's stuffy. Thank you for saying that. Always far, says Dracula. Nah, come on. It's good. It's looking greater, better and better. Martin says you guys have no answer, so you hide by deleting. No, Martin, that's an ad hominem fallacy. We're not doing any of that. I feel like you just really are bothered by something, and I don't know I don't know what kind of racist shit you said, like, because you look handsome. Thank you, motion fitness. Your contribution will pay off. Thank you, Oliver. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I hope that, at the end of the day, when I die, I can say, hey, fuck it. I fought for this world to be a better place, not just for myself, but for everybody else, So I don't think any of the people who come into this chat and start trolling, or they genuinely just want to defend some form of slavery, exploitation, abuse, or slaughter, any of these people can say the same thing, because literally they just want to defend their own well-being. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, you gotta have some self-awareness and realize that you're already well enough. If you were born human, you're already better off than any other animal any animal situation on this planet. If you were born white, fuck it, you've hit the jackpot. You wanna have a conversation with me?
Yes, of course.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. You wanna come here so that you interview?
Yes.
What's your name?
Omar.
Say it again.
Is it fine if I record?
Yeah. Sure, nice. What's your
Omar.
name? Omar, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Nice
Where are you
to
from,
meet you,
Omar?
man. Egypt.
Egypt. Omar, I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals.
Yeah.
Do you think animals should have rights?
Yeah, of course. Like, if you have them, if you care for animal, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Do you think animals should be treated like objects?
No,
No.
not necessarily.
But do you think that when we're cutting their throat, forcing them into slaughterhouses, and I don't know, multiplying them by touching their private parts or whatever it is that
Okay.
we're doing, do you think we're treating them like objects or like the subjects that they are?
To be honest, I believe, in my personal belief, I believe everything has a purpose in this world.
Yeah.
Like, I believe there's a reason why I have a brain and it functions in a specific way to do specific tasks. And that's why there's also a reason why a cow has specific functions. Yeah, of course.
I want you to be honest with me, okay?
Yeah, of course.
Because this is the reason why I'm... How do you feel when you see this?
No, not good.
Not good.
Of course.
Okay, so what if there's a reason for you not feeling good there? The reason being that maybe you should not participate in that.
By not buying, you mean
Yeah.
meat and so? I agree, but the way, because I'm a Muslim, so
Oh, that
the
was
way-
halal, exactly what I showed you.
Then no, then with this, like again, I've witnessed the how can you say it? In Egypt, we have something called Eid, where you like you sacrifice a cow. But in that, I've also seen how calm the animal is. Like I was present before in some things. I don't agree with the abuse for an animal before it.
So it's
passes.
not abusive to cut the throat of an animal because your religion says so?
I don't think it's abuse because again, every animal serves a purpose. Like for example, let's
So
say
you're an animal. What's your purpose?
my purpose is to
No,
worship-
wait, I'm sorry. I don't
yeah.
care what you say your purpose is.
Okay.
I have to define the purpose for you. Your purpose
You,
is to
but
be
to-
my slave.
To you?
Yeah.
Who to you? What do you mean to your slave?
Yeah. I have power over you. Therefore, you'll be my slave. Imagine.
Okay,
Imagine if
okay,
I had
okay.
power over you.
Yeah.
And I say your purpose is to be my slave.
Yeah.
I don't care what you think your purpose is, but I say your purpose is my slave. Is for you to be my slave. Is that fair?
If I know that you've created everything, if you have the power to create me as a
Oh
human.
no, but I'll tell you this. My God said that they created everything, including yourself, and they created you with the purpose to be my slave.
Okay. Don't you think, for example, also that isn't like look around you? How crazy is it for all of this to be created? Do you genuinely think that
None of it is created.
What do you mean? How someone built all of this?
I mean, sure,
So-
the pavement and all this kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
but for us to go from humans that just ran after animals to live to humans that created all of this, someone must have created us, or someone must have had this vision for
that's
all
a
of
non
this to be
sequitur.
created.
No.
Why?
Why
How?
would that be?
What do you mean? Why? Why would that be?
Yeah.
How did it happen then?
No. Why would it be that for us, if we were running after animals,
Yeah.
and now we have a civilized society where we don't do that?
No, I'm not talking about
Why?
that.
Why would
I'm
that
saying-
imply some form of?
I'm saying look at
divine
yourself.
existence?
No, I'm saying look at yourself as a human. You're able to do all of this. You don't think someone
No, but my
was able
God.
to make you?
Let me be clear. My God made all of this. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my God also made you to be my slave. So it's
Okay.
fair, right? For me
Yeah.
to slave you.
What theology are you using for that?
Say it again.
What theology are you using?
What's
for
like-
that?
What
what,
theology?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
called Tofunia.
Okay.
Yeah, Tofunism.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my God, Tofunia.
Okay.
So my
you're-
God,
okay,
Tofunia,
wait, can I
says
ask
that
a
it's okay. It's okay for me. Not it's okay, but that she created. But my God is a woman. She created the whole world, and she also created you to be my slave.
Could I ask a
Is
question?
it fair towards you?
No, of course not.
Wait,
If
could I ask a
if
question?
there's no like proper, let's say, reasoning behind it, or there's no like, for example.
Well, no, there is a reason. I benefit from it. What do you mean? I would benefit from being my slave.
Yeah. Of
Wait,
course.
can I
I
ask
mean,
a
like,
question?
if there's no logical, because again, I'm saying, an animal does not have, like, necessarily feelings. It does not have.
It does have feelings, yes.
Not necessarily.
We have evidence for that. Yeah, they do have.
I mean, like, it doesn't have feelings of, let's say, the feelings that an animal would have. It wouldn't have, let's say, jealousy.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
does.
thi-
It does have
animals would-
jealousy. You have not ever had a dog to see that they
No,
are
a
jealous?
dog. But again, I'm talking about cows. I'm talking about sheep. I'm
Wait a
talking
minute.
about-
Why would you think that a cow who has like literally
Because
almost
it
the
functions
same
different.
biological, almost
Okay.
identical biological brain to a dog, why would you assume that they're different? They
So
don't
sh-
have this.
So are lions to blame for eating other animals?
Wait,
Can you go blame a lion?
We can talk about that, but let's stick to this. So
Okay.
do animals have feelings or not?
Yeah, of course, but
Okay, so
are
animals have
different
feelings. Okay. So if animals have feelings, and how is it justified for you to put the role and say, well, your purpose, you don't decide your purpose. I decide your purpose for you, and it just so happens that your purpose is for you to be my slave, and I cut your throat and eat you.
Okay, but I have a question regarding your theology. Is that because I have never heard of it? So
Yeah.
genuinely out of curiosity, is that a shared? Is that something going on? Or
Millions of people follow it. Yeah.
So you didn't just make it up right now?
No.
Okay. What's the name of it again?
Tofunia.
Tofunia.
The reason I'm saying this is because again, you see a dog and a cow, they function very differently. A dog
Yeah.
is an animal you can take home, you can raise as kind of your own in a small apartment. The way and dog breeds even within themselves, they have way different characters. You can see from a Dachshund, the small dog, to a golden retriever how they interact. They actually have,
So
let's
do
say,
cows, yeah.
yeah. For example, again, why wouldn't you go to a lion? My lion eats. Why can a lion? Why
You can
does
go
the
down
lion
that
have
route,
the,
and I can explain
have
to
the
you
right
why.
to eat and
I can
don't?
explain to you. Wait, Ryan also rapes others. Would you accept it as a justification
No.
when somebody said,
Okay,
why does a
another
lion
thing.
have the right to rape and I don't?
Yeah, but it can't talk.
You understand that it's the
but
same
not raping. It
argumentation.
can't talk. It's not raping. It can't talk.
You think that if somebody doesn't speak and you force themselves sexually onto them, that means it's not rape?
But what do you mean force themselves sexually? How can you know if it was forced sexually from an animal?
Do you think animals do not consent to sex or not? There is rape in nature. You understand that, right?
Wait, but I have a question regarding the.
Wait, one second.
No. I get that. I get, of course,
so
that
there is
are,
rape in
but
nature.
that's an outlier.
And animals commit rape, correct? And then, lion is very much an outlier, brother. Most animals are herbivores. So a lion is very much an outlier also. So doesn't even matter whether it's an outlier or not. What matters is that it happens in nature. Animals do it. Therefore, I should be allowed to do it, correct?
Okay. No. I didn't
No?
say that. Again.
Okay, so if lions eat other animals, that doesn't mean that you
No,
should
but
also
it's
be
in their
allowed to eat other
nature.
animals.
They have to eat
Yeah.
other animals.
Do you have to?
It's in their need.
Do you have
Yeah,
to?
to be honest, as
No, you don't have
as
to.
me as a as
Do you
a,
think you
as,
cannot
as
be
me
healthy
as
on
a
a plant-based
character,
diet?
No, but I think I
Can you
couldn't
be healthy
sustain
on a
it.
plant-based
I
diet?
couldn't sustain it.
Can you be healthy on a plant-based diet?
Healthy but can't sustain it.
What do you mean healthy but can't sustain it? If it's healthy,
I mean,
that means
no,
it's
I mean
sustainable.
sustain it as in I couldn't be every single day.
Why not?
Every day eating.
Why
I
not?
couldn't.
Why not?
Doesn't
I couldn't.
plant diets
One
also
second.
for animals?
Why not?
For many reasons. One, to be honest, the taste to me.
Oh, that means
I couldn't.
Wait,
no,
is
I'm saying,
taste
I
an,
said
wait,
number one is
Is
taste.
taste a necessity?
Yeah.
The taste is a
definitely,
necessity,
Definitely.
right?
What I'm gonna throw
Okay.
up. If
So,
I, if I
wait,
don't
wait,
like
wait
the
one
food,
second.
I'm
You're
gonna
right.
throw
You're right. You're right. So when the people who are in the hospital and they're fed IV through their veins because they can't eat through their mouth, they're feeling the taste. Otherwise, they're also being given something to feel taste because otherwise they die, right?
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no.
Okay,
But
thank
again,
you
you're
for
comparing.
proving my point.
Look, I said yeah. To be honest, just to say yes, but.
Taste is not a necessity, but that's okay.
But no, it is a necessity. Again, to me, to you, I could be
No.
a guy that doesn't like.
Wait, are you not human? Are you not human?
Regarding,
Animal rights.
killing.
Yeah.
Animal rights.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Wait, are you not human?
I am human.
So are you biologically different than me?
No.
Okay, so then
But
taste
I
is
have
not
a different
necessity.
character.
Do
No,
you
but
think,
I
wait,
have a
let me
different
ask you, do you
character to
think
you.
do you think you would die if you would eat food that doesn't have taste?
Yeah.
You would die.
Like
What
I
would
would
kill
I'd
you?
throw up.
What would kill you?
Like
You wouldn't throw up. You only
No,
throw
no,
up
no,
when
no,
there's
I wouldn't
pathogen.
eat.
So you would throw up when there's pathogens in your food.
I'm saying I wouldn't eat.
Yeah, you're saying you wouldn't want to eat it.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
so it's
eat.
not a necessity. You understand that, right? You understand that? You understand it? Okay, so it's not a necessity. Okay, what morally justifies killing and exploiting innocent animals? You just said that it's your instinct. I showed you an
No,
image
morally,
right there.
morally again. But again, you show me this image, I can show you images of other things that are just, again, are horrible. Do I accept it? Of course, I don't accept it.
But you pay for it.
But no. But again, that's different. To
You
me,
don't accept it,
again,
but you pay for
your
it.
religion says so. My religion, I
But
believe.
no, my religion says you should be a slave. My religion says it's wrong
again,
to do that
and
to
do I
animals.
trust? Will I ever listen to you? No, I will not. Why? Because again,
But if I had
have
power
my
over you,
belief.
but if I had
But you
power
don't.
over you, but if
You're
I
saying hypotheticals. I don't
Yeah.
live in a hypothetical world. I live in a
wait,
world where
wait, you don't
this
under,
is
you
this
don't
because
understand
this is that.
hypotheticals? Because your God is absolutely hypothetical. You understand
Nah,
that, right?
nah.
Is there any? Can you prove to me that there is a God?
Believe me, if we
Prove to me
close
that there
this
is a
and we
God.
sit down here, I'll show you
Prove
more
to
than
me that there
100
is a
videos.
God.
Mesh, you want me to prove to you?
Yeah.
Okay. In the Quran?
No, don't
What
use
do you
your
mean?
holy book because I
Why?
also have a holy book that says my God exists.
No, but I can prove to you. You're saying
Not
I
with
can't
the, not
prove-
using your holy book.
I swear I can.
can.
I
No, you
promise you I
can't.
can.
Bro, he's not.
Lala, I can.
Even if
can't.
even if you
I
had,
can.
he's not willing to learn.
You
It's
can't.
okay.
Mesh.
There is
You're
no
saying
God.
no, but you're saying to me, my God, His word
Yeah, it's
is
your
the
belief.
Quran.
That's the whole
It's not my
thing.
belief.
That's the whole
You
thing about
separate
it.
government
It's your
and religion.
belief.
That's why
But
you
Yeah.
can't.
man,
you don't
you're
have-
saying
Exactly.
to
So
me-
it's your belief. You want to
Ready,
believe in
Mila.
God? Fine, believe in
But
God.
aren't
but
you
don't
telling
make
me
your
my
belief
God
system-
says that I
No.
have power over you?
Yeah. So don't. If you want to believe in whatever you want to believe, Santa Claus, God, whatever it is, it's fine. You believe in that, okay?
Okay.
I don't mind. I personally don't believe in anything. I'm an atheist, okay?
Yeah.
Because there is no evidence for any sort of God. That's why I'm an atheist. But let me explain it to you this way. If I were to believe in any sort of God, like I mentioned to Funia, for example, and my God says that it's okay to enslave you, that doesn't give me the right to enslave you just because my God says it's okay.
Yes.
So if your God says that it's okay to exploit and slaughter animals, that does not give you the right to exploit and slaughter animals because
Yeah,
your
but
God says it's okay.
we also have something called. You also know that there's something called when the general public agrees on something. It
That's
also
an appeal
becomes
to popularity. Do you know
do
what an appeal to popularity is?
Yeah. No. I'm
It's a logical fallacy that says because everybody says it, it must be true.
No,
Yeah.
He can't use that because before we've also agreed in the past about certain ideas that we now believe they're not okay. So That's fine.
Yeah.
Something you maybe not, you haven't mentioned. I would like to hear your opinion on it. No, I'm not willing to talk, but I just want to provide an idea. It's
Come closer to the
is there is a level of intelligence that is different from us and animals. One and two, we are at the
Intelligence.
top of the food chain. So do you
What
know
is the food chain? Let's start with the ending.
What do you want to?
What's the food chain?
Do you know think we're at the top of the food
What's
chain?
the food chain?
Do you know think we're at the top of the food chain?
I didn't. First of all, we're not. And second, I'm asking you, what's the food chain?
Okay, then we're not.
What's the
It's
food
fine.
chain?
I don't know.
So why did
we
you
know.
use it as an argument?
If you're gonna play dumb, then okay, khalas. Like,
No,
there's
I'm not playing dumb.
No,
I'm
but
just
you are.
literally, a lot of you people use food chain without even knowing what it is. So what is the food
No,
chain?
but you also
Prove to me that you know what the
can
food
I tell
chain
you
is.
something also? This
I
is
will-
very woke. Like this is too like this is very woke, to be honest. Like this is
Yeah.
very so
We should
like,
be asleep, you're right.
No, but
No,
this
you
is
should
too
be
woke.
asleep.
Like
Yeah.
you're giving too much purpose to things when you don't know. Like for example, you don't know a lot. I can promise you for a fact
There you
that
go.
you
Tell
don't
me the
know
facts.
that when an animal is killed halal way, it's very calm. You're not.
We have
you're,
evidence
you're
that
not,
they suffer, you know that,
What?
right?
Show me the evidence.
Pull up your phone, my phone is
No,
over there.
Yeah, what evidence? I can also show you evidence.
Ask,
Evidence
ask
versus
Google,
evidence.
do animals suffer
Nah,
when
they
they're
don't.
killed
They're very.
halal?
One
Ask
of the
Google.
rules. No. One of the
Ask Google.
I will ask it. But just so you to know, one of the rules is you cannot kill the animal halal if it's
Ask Google.
it's scared. This
Ask
one, bro.
Google.
You have to kill it when it's calm. What? Ask
Wha-
Google.
Wait
this
a minute,
is
you're
my
right, you're right. Are you calm right now?
No, now I'm not
Is he calm?
Yeah, it's very.
Oh,
calm.
I should be allowed to cut his throat.
But
then.
that
You're
doesn't
right.
make sense.
Look how
What did
calm
I
he
say?
is. Look how calm he is.
But
but I'll cut
again-
his throat the halal way.
Yeah,
I'll cut his throat the halal way. I'll say a bisla,
Yeah.
and then I'll cut his throat. Is that okay?
But again, your argument doesn't
Is
make
that
sense. He's
okay?
a human. That's an animal.
Oh, he's an animal
Again,
also.
it's different. But he's
Humans
not.
are animals.
We're not animals. No, I'm sorry.
Wait,
Nah,
pop
no,
up
I'm
Google.
not- I
Ask
will not
Google.
pop up-
Ask
because
Google and
I
ask
will
if
not
humans
lie.
are
I'm
animals.
not. You could be, but I'm not.
You're-
I'm a
I
human.
could
That's
be,
not
but
an
I'm
animal.
not.
No, I'm telling you. You're saying I'm an animal or
Yeah.
a human animal. I'm not an animal.
You think
I
humans
don't
are
believe.
not
I believe
animals?
I'm a human.
Okay,
for
but
a
then why
reason.
do we? But then you're not condemning other species for eating,
Yeah.
or for killing
Uh-huh.
species that they're able to. Because the way what I'm trying to get it to you is
We have morality. Do they have morality?
no.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm not condemning somebody who doesn't
So
have
how am I an
morality.
animal then? We're animals. How are
We're more
we animals?
intelligent animals, yeah.
You just said we're
We're
animals.
more intelligent animals.
Yeah.
More intelligent animals, but we're animals.
Yeah.
But they also kill their animals.
But we've already went through this argument before.
Yeah,
which
but
I already
again, you
went with
proved.
right?
Again, but
I
you
und-
then went back to
yeah,
saying we're
just
animals.
Like, just like humans who don't have morality or who don't have an understanding of morality. Like take for instance a
What,
baby.
I can't blame them?
Let me explain to them. If a baby writes on my wall, I'm not gonna go and slap that baby, right?
Yeah,
Because
no,
that
no.
baby doesn't know any better. They don't know that what they're doing is wrong.
Okay.
But if an adult comes into my house and starts writing on my wall, I'm gonna smack the shit out of
Okay.
them on the back of the
wait.
head. You know why? Because they know that that is wrong.
Then why
so
are-
yes,
Wait,
somebody
wait,
who
wait.
doesn't have moral judgment, you cannot judge
Okay.
them. Okay.
Okay,
We
wait, I
have
a
the
question for
ability-
your your own belief. So we know how you feel about people that eat animals. How do you think things should be then?
We should not be exploiting and slaughtering animals for optional products.
Okay.
You understand all of these are optional products, right?
Fair enough. Okay, but there's
Do you
a
think
lot
it's
of
okay to cut the throat of animals just because we benefit or we like the taste?
but we need it for
Not even
nutrition.
your God
Yeah.
says it's okay. Because in the Quran,
no,
there
I
is
know,
a,
I
there
know,
is
no,
a
no,
there is a
no, no,
hadith.
no,
Let me
no,
explain.
no.
There is a hadith. There's a hadith that says
I don't-
to harm even a sparrow is wrong.
So
Is
why are
there
you
not?
quoting the Quran now when you just
there
told me
not?
10 minutes ago you told me not to quote it when I tried to quote it?
No, I'm quoting
You
your
told me
belief.
no.
I'm
What
using your own belief
Again,
system.
but this from the Quran. Like
Yeah.
you keep on making
I'm
arguments.
trying
with
to
me.
make your arguments for you. Yeah.
But how? You're telling me I can't say something and then you go on and say it. And then you
No.
say I'm not an animal and then you say I'm an animal. And then
I
you
understand
say,
you don't understand
know
the
what I mean?
complexity. I understand you don't understand the
Yeah,
complexities
I'm
of
mentally back.
argumentation.
I'm mentally
I understand
back
you don't
levels.
understand the complexities of argumentation. But here it is. Not every single time. Like if you believe in God and you believe your morality comes from God, and your God says what is right and wrong,
So-
and I'm gonna adopt your. Don't believe in it, and I can explain to you why I don't believe in it. But I'm gonna tell you that even your own God, even your own moral system, says that it's wrong what we do to animals.
no, but it doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Bro, then
Can
we'll
you
all
tell
be
me how
in
the dairy?
hell.
Can
Like,
you tell me?
all of my grandpas
So
are
let
in
me
hell
explain
then.
to you easily, right?
Yeah.
Dairy is halal. Milk is halal,
Yeah.
correct? Tell me how
No,
milk
no,
is made.
there is not. You can't make halal dairy.
Okay.
There's nothing called halal dairy.
Okay.
No.
Because it's neither halal nor haram.
No,
Okay, but
because
tell me
when
what
you kill the
animal-
animal, the reason why we slaughter the animal like this is because it removes all of the toxins out of the animal
Jesus
for us to eat
Christ.
it. No,
Oh, it
it
does
drains
not.
the blood. What do you mean? No, search, bro. Get Google.
Do you think that cutting the
at
throat
this
of an
point-
animal removes the toxins?
Like at this point, yeah, the drains the blood out. That's why we can
Do you
eat
think
it.
blood is a toxin?
It has toxins.
It has toxins.
has
Why does
toxins.
blood have toxins?
Yeah, I'm not.
Does
I
your
can't
blood
answer
have
you something I
toxins?
don't know
Does your
100%
blood have
about. I know it
toxins?
has toxins.
Does your blood have toxins?
Yes, CD for sure. Of course, I
So
eat
how
things
do you
that are not
explain
good
that
to
people
me.
eat blood?
How do I explain that people eat blood?
Yeah, there's
What do you
people
mean?
who eat blood in this planet. The
Again,
blood of
I'm not
animals.
aware of that. They could be filled with poison. Do you know? You have someone that's a friend of yours
They
that
filled
drinks
with poison.
blood.
Mhm.
I'm
then
asking
it's
you.
not
I told you.
poison,
I
is
don't know. No. 1 second. I told you. I know for a fact that when you slaughter an animal the halal way, the
Show me,
reason
pull
I
up
said
Google.
Yeah. Once
Pull up Google and
La,
ask,
wait,
does halal
why,
slaughter?
Wait, how I'm searching.
No.
Why?
If
The
you're
question is
listen,
why.
no, because if you're searching to confirm your belief, it
I'm
won't
saying
work.
why.
No, I'm
saying
asking
why.
you, does halal do animals suffer when they're slaughtered halal?
No, this wasn't
This
the
is
question.
what the debate that we're asking. You're saying when people
we were talking about
you're
toxins
saying
1
when-
minute ago.
We are saying when animals are slaughtered the halal way, they don't suffer. Simple. Ask question: do animals suffer when they're killed halal?
Do animals suffer? Halal.
Here you go.
Wait.
Animals killed
Do
by
not
halal
necessarily
method
suffer more.
Do not suffer more, but they do suffer.
1 second. Many animals are stunned before the cut to minimize pain. Islamic teachings emphasize treating animals humanely.
Yeah.
The degree of suffering depends
the
on whether
teaching.
police slaughter is used and the quality of the slaughter process. 1 second.
If an animal is not stunned, it would likely experience pain and distress during the throat cut and the subsequent process of blood loss
Okay.
until it. So it does suffer.
No, again.
But even if it doesn't, how is it morally justified to cut the throat of an animal when you don't need to? Let's imagine that it doesn't suffer. I'll even grant you
look,
that.
he needs
Okay.
to leave.
Let's
He needs-
imagine that they
he
don't
needs to
suffer.
leave.
How is it justified to cut the throat of an animal when you don't need to?
What do you mean?
You don't need to cut their throat. You can eat, if you like meat, you can eat plant-based meat, which tastes similar to it. Do you think that the taste difference that you get for 10 minutes of taste pleasure justifies cutting the throat of an animal, justifies taking their whole existence away? And do you think that a compassionate God will say, oh yeah, you're right, thank you for slaughtering hundreds of individuals every single year, all for taste, not even for necessity?
I said for nutrition also. I said to you, I couldn't
I know you
sustain
say
myself
for
off of
I know
energy.
you want to believe that.
No,
I know you want to
bro,
believe that,
I'm
but you
telling
can get
I
nutrition from
can't-
plants.
I will not have energy.
Yeah,
This
sure.
is me. You ask
Yeah.
me personally.
Wait, what does
I
energy come
respect
from?
we live in
Where
a
does energy
world
come
where
from?
I can have an opinion and you can have an opinion.
How-
I said,
how does
look,
your
you're
body
talking-
get energy?
You don't have a conversation.
How does your body get
have
energy?
a nice one. You
How
don't
does
have
your
a
body get
conversation.
energy?
Yeah, I mean, look, you talk over people. Look,
Yeah.
you can't have a discussion.
How does your
when-
body get energy?
Bro, you're right. I'm never gonna
I'm a
eat an animal
nutritionist.
again.
I'm a
What do you want me to say to
nutritionist.
you? You're not.
I am.
No
yeah.
way.
I'm a certified
On
nutritionist.
God, no way.
I mean, you may believe what you want to believe, but at the end of the day, I'm here to speak up on behalf of animals. And I don't get why you get so triggered, because if it were cats and dogs that you were paying to be slaughtered, you would be like, oh, that's so fucking horrible. But when it comes to cows, chickens, and pigs, which you grew up doing and killing, you think it's okay. So, and all of a sudden you think, oh no, how dare you say all this and that? You have
What,
no
how
moral.
dare? I said you can have your opinion.
You have zero ground to stand on. Zero logical
How
ground to
zero
stand
ground to
on.
stand on?
Because we have empirical evidence showing that you can
Yeah, I'm
thrive
showing
on
you
a
the
plant
evidence.
diet.
You've been saying
My
evidence
phone
for
is
1
over
hour.
here.
You're telling me before.
My phone is over here. We have empirical evidence showing that you can thrive on a plant-based diet. If you don't believe me, you can pull up your
I know
phone
you
again.
can thrive for sure. No,
Okay,
I'm not
so you can
arguing
thrive
that.
on a plant-based
you
diet.
can.
There you go.
I'm saying I
Okay,
can't. I
how is it
wouldn't
morally
want to.
justified to exploit and slaughter other animals for optional products then? For taste, as you say it. Is it morally justified to cut the throats of animals for taste?
Again, because I believe that there are certain animals that yes, and other animals that no. I told you
I believe that you should be a slave and other people shouldn't.
خلاص, that's your
There
belief.
you go.
Am I?
There you go. That's
I?
my belief, and it would be justified if I had the power to do it to you.
If you
correct?
had, you don't.
Yeah, but you see, that's the whole thing. You're confusing is ought fail. First of all, there's an is ought fallacy. You had if you had. I'm asking you, hypothetically speaking. I'm sure you say you claim to be more intelligent than animals. Then you can understand hypotheticals. So in the hypothetical scenario,
Okay.
when I have power over you, when there's
Yeah,
people who
again,
have power over you. If I had
by
a
the way,
gun
that
right
happened
now,
that there was
if I had a gun right now to your leg,
Wait, بس والله.
it's gonna be like that today, everyone. It's gonna be spicy. Mushroom suffer. Mushrooms suffer now. Do they suffer? Do mushrooms suffer when they grow? Do they suffer? When do mushrooms suffer exactly? You're the one crying? Yeah, look at me crying. Barbell's bar is way concentrated based. Not this one. There's a vegan version. Let me show you. Brother, you have to prove everything, including to vegans, for fucking hell. Wow. You see the sign? Vegan. See it? Caramel and peanut. Swear to God, man. He was there to talk, not to listen. You wanna have a conversation with me?
I don't speak English, I speak French.
That's okay. Have a good one. Oof, looks good. Sorry, man. I'm sorry for being harsh on you for saying. I guess you were just saying to be careful when I take barbells. I appreciate what you're saying, that I should be careful. I wasn't doubting you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got a bit defensive. I got this whole vibe that was before that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. You're right. I should be careful when I'm eating them, but I'm trying to be careful. I've been eating vegan protein bars for even before being vegan. I never liked whey protein personally. I always avoided it. That's YouTube. You want to have a conversation with me? So I've always been looking out for the protein bars for almost 10 years now. So, but I appreciate what you're saying. Thank you. Sorry, I'm sorry about that, Daniel, and I appreciate it. Friendly fire. Sometimes friendly fire happens. Eat a bug? No, thank you. What is with the sign? With the A sign? Somebody tell me. What does this dude have to say about the declining bee population? That's fucking horrible. And the only reason why the bee population is declining is because of animal agriculture. Well, I'm against honey, as we all are. So I don't see why do you think that would be a justification to exploit and slaughter animals? The bee population is declining. Oh, we should cut the throats of cows. Huh? How does that relate to one another? It doesn't, but there's some form of logic. I just really want to cut the throats of cows, so I'll use any form of justification to get to it. Why that Chip guy? Because I'm called Chip. That's my name. You wanna have a conversation? I'll show you guys around after this, so stick around. Chip for president? Yeah. I mean, I was nice to this guy. I wasn't even mean. I was literally nice to him, but I was kind of...
What's your social experiment?
I just ask people some questions, get them to think a little bit. You wanna try it? But are you okay? Are you okay?
Don't make me look like an idiot.
I hope not. Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Okay.
Okay. You wanna come here so that you interview?
Okay, sure.
What's your name?
Katie.
Katie?
Yes.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you
Chip.
from, Katie?
I am originally from North Carolina.
My sister lives in North Carolina.
No way.
Yeah, in Charlotte. Where are you from?
Oh, Asheville.
Asheville. Is that? Oh, that's north. Or is it...
Yeah, it's kind of actually west, like towards the mountains, right on the border of Tennessee, kind of.
Love it.
Yeah.
North Carolina was one of my favorite states in the U.S. California,
Good answer.
Washington, and North Carolina.
Good
Best
answer.
states. Well, actually, I don't know now where's the Grand Canyon?
That's out
Utah.
west in. Yeah.
Is it Utah?
Nevada.
Nevada. No, it starts in Nevada. Anyway.
Starts in Nevada and
The
goes
nature
into Utah.
there is beautiful.
Yeah. Oh
Right?
yeah, the west
Yeah.
is stunning for the desert.
Do you live here in Amsterdam?
I actually live in Germany.
You live in Germany? Okay. So, I'll start. Okay. I'm an animal rights activist.
Okay.
I speak for the animals.
Okay.
How do you feel about animals? Do you think
Oh, I love them.
animals are objects or they should be treated like objects?
No.
No. But do you think that when we confine them in small places, when we cut their throats, when we send them into slaughterhouses for products we don't need, do you think we're treating them like objects?
Yes.
Yeah. And do you think that there's any way to farm an animal that wouldn't imply objectifying them?
Farming an animal?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Not that would objectify them.
Or that wouldn't. I'm sorry. I don't know
Yeah.
exactly how
No,
to
no,
phrase
no,
the
sorry.
question, but you know what I mean. Yeah.
I'm actually taking time to think about that
That's
because
perfect.
I think if it's more of a homestead farming. So I'll give an example of what I mean, because I come from an area of the mountains where we do farm animals.
Yeah.
But it's not in, I would say, a commercialized manner. So you have chickens.
Yeah.
You raise the chickens properly, you
Yeah.
let them give you eggs, and then naturally the chickens pass away, and then you utilize the chicken wholeheartedly so that nothing of the animal goes to waste. And I feel that's done in a respectful manner. So you are farming, the chicken is for a purpose, but you treat it humanely and you honor its life and just don't let it go to waste. I think that's an appropriate way
So
to farm.
So what you're saying, egg production, where we don't really selectively breed them, right?
Yeah,
Also?
exactly.
And the chickens would lay only 15 eggs per year because that's how many eggs the chicken normally lays. We selectively bred them to lay 300 eggs per year, which is very detrimental.
But it depends on the breed, in all fairness. There are chickens that actually have more than 15 eggs per year.
The jungle fowler, which is the animal that the chicken comes from, lays 12 to 15 eggs per year. So let's say maximum 20, whatever. And so that's what you're saying. And then
Because I know some American breeds, like the Rhode Island Red, can lay up to 18 a year. So that's what I was
Fair
saying.
enough.
They've been selectively bred and genetically manipulated
Yeah.
over hundreds of years.
Yeah.
But we do now have, unfortunately, breeds that can lay more than that.
But it would be unethical for us to continuously breed them, right? Because in order for us to have chickens in our farm, we would need to buy them from a breeder, from somebody who
I think it
has
depends
them, right?
on how you do it, because in all fairness, like if you don't breed chickens in a way,
I mean, the
how,
chickens.
how to answer this in the right way, because in many ways I understand like what you're saying and,
Yeah.
and getting at it, but also in a point that scientifically sometimes we do have to support breeding for food production, but I
Not
think
of
it
animals.
should be
Not of animals, no.
no, not of animals, but also
Like we can be healthy on a plant-based diet, right?
some people can, not all people can.
I'm a certified nutritionist. I have empirical evidence. Well, my phone is over there, but if you pull up your phone, you can look it up and see that you can thrive on a plant-based diet. There's nothing that you can't get from a plant-based diet that you require. So
Yeah,
why
it's okay.
why would there people also not? Why would there be people who cannot thrive on a plant-based diet?
It depends if they have a protein deficiency. Sometimes like plant-based protein is actually not enough. There's scientific evidence that also supports that.
No. There isn't. So there is a thing called protein absorption. But protein absorption is actually not very important, and I can explain to you why if you want. You can go down
I'm
that
a doctor,
route.
so I get it.
So you understand, right? Because
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
the anti-nutrients and all that stuff. So
I
if you're
know,
going to
I
be
went-
eating
I went
animal
to school.
protein alongside other anti-nutrients anyway, it's going to hinder the absorption of those protein anyway, so it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter, right? So at the end of the day, we can get protein on a plant-based diet as much as we need. I get like 200 to 300 grams of protein per day, so that's
It
good enough.
fully, and honestly, at the same time, like, so where I'm at is I agree with you. You can actually have a plant-based diet
Yeah.
and be nutritional. That might not be realistic for everybody, depending on just, we're a world of opinions, so we have to respect that some people are not going to have that opinion in that way as well.
But I cannot respect somebody's opinion to oppress animals, you know? Like, the whole point about it is, I wouldn't be, like, if you're on a deserted island, and the only way for you to keep alive would be to kill an animal and eat them, I wouldn't be like, what the hell are you doing? Obviously, right? Like, this isn't about me telling people to be unhealthy or not survive.
You just don't like commercialized farming.
I just don't like any form of farming, because all forms of farming inherently mean us controlling the breeding process of animals, using them and killing them. And if we were to replace the animal with any human, we would say farming is insane. How can we farm humans, right? Because at the end of the day, if we don't need to, and you live in a country where you don't need to, you come from a country where you don't need to, and you're visiting a country where you don't need to. We live in countries where none of this is needed at all. Are there places in this world where you might need to hunt or whatever? I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are remote places where that might be the case. But every single person I've talked to, if you have access to a supermarket, most likely you'll be able to adopt a plant-based diet successfully.
You can, yeah. I also come from a poverty-stricken region where a lot of people actually farm, and I will be very straightforward from you. I come from a region that was devastated by floods. When the supermarkets went down for nearly 4 weeks last year, how the people of my region lived was their farms
Yeah. Yeah.
and the food that they had put away and the animals that they had chosen to hunt because there was a need. There was no food coming in the region. The
Again,
region was cut off.
in a situation of necessity, I have no problem. I myself would
Yeah,
would-
but
would
there's
kill
also
and eat humans
people
to
that,
survive, right?
for example, in the U.S., their grocery bill and sustainability is so high at the moment. Farming animals is a way of life for
It's
them.
actually cheaper to be vegan. It's cheaper to be vegan on all accounts. We have several studies showing because when we think about animal products, like I actually looked it up myself recently. It's not just cheaper to vegan; it's way cheaper. Like animal products are very expensive these
grocery
days.
shopped in the U.S. recently.
I actually have been at my sister's place last year. Yeah, and
It's gotten even worse in
it's
the past
gotten even
year.
worse. But
Yeah.
it's got worse for all products. That's the thing about it, right? Across the board, it's not like one specific product got better
Yeah.
or worse. Either way.
No. It's across the board. But what I'm saying is historically, there's a lot of families that have been on farms in certain regions. That's for the U.S. That's also for certain areas of Europe. I travel a ton, so it's across Europe. But I know I can speak just wholeheartedly from my region is there's also a culture behind farming where it's not done in a commercialized way.
But
like
culture
I said,
does not dictate morality, does it? Whether something is cultural doesn't necessarily mean we should continue doing it, right? But
I think you have to make that decision for yourself.
I don't think so. I think there's cultures on this planet where they do female genital mutilation. They cut off the clitoris of women.
You're exactly
I have
right. Sorry, I'm being rude.
absolutely no problem saying stop doing it. I don't care if it's your culture, right? I there are certain things when it comes to violent oppression.
Yeah,
stop.
absolutely.
So, but when we talk about other individuals and all these societies, it's very easy to blur the responsibility we have over these choices. Do you think you have some responsibilities for animals going to slaughterhouses?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you buy meat in a grocery store, then you're contributing a level to that responsibility. So
Wherever you buy meat
have
from,
to, you have to at some level either be morally okay with it and make your peace with that, or walk away from it, and that's to everybody's opinion.
And where are you there? Do you think it's morally okay to cut the throats of animals for products you don't need?
I would say that I don't shop in grocery stores for meat.
But if you
But
pay
I do
for
consume meat.
Yeah, if you consume meat, animals are exploited and killed for you regardless, right? It doesn't matter if they're killed in a slaughterhouse, if they're killed on the street, or if they're killed in their house.
Yeah.
As long as you kill them for a product you don't need, is that not unfair?
Tradesmen aren't the best at being reliable.
I've made my peace where I'm okay with it. I mean, I love animals. I respect animals. I work
You claim you do, but if I say I love women, I respect women, but from time to time I cut the throat of a woman and I consume their flesh, does that mean I respect them? It means I objectify them. I respect them as objects.
But
I just go back to doing a bit of like artsy stuff, painting kitchens, which is
You don't have to do this, so why continue doing it?
Yeah, it's only because the people, the clients I work for have got a lot of money and they don't like it.
there's not a good answer.
There's not a good
No,
answer, right? But if
I'll
you're
just
in
be
the-
frank. There's not a great answer.
And I appreciate that, but do
Yeah.
you think if you were in the position of the victim, what would you want the person to do for you? Would you want the person to just be frank and say, yeah, there's not a good answer, I'll continue doing it anyway? Or is it, hey, I need to change? And I understand, obviously,
I
you
think it
can't-
would be. I honestly, I think that's where I come from. The fact of I identify that there's a lot of harmful practices out there. That's why in the products that I buy, I'm actually quite selective of it. So, like the
Killing
meat.
an animal is a harmful practice to begin
No,
with.
like the last chicken that I had passed away of natural causes on my parents' farm, and then we actually utilized the meat rather than to just let it rot.
Would you do that to a dog when they passed? Utilize the meat, talk to them about as if
If
they're
I was
objects.
if I was in a position where I was hungry, I'll be
in
really
the same
frank. Yeah,
posi-
maybe.
in the sa- but in the same position as you did with this chicken. I'm not asking you if you are in a different position. If you are in the same position
Of a
as you
dog?
were-
No. I mean, because I identify. Yeah.
Because we respect their individuality, but for the chicken we didn't. So is that not unfair? Like, wouldn't you want somebody to respect their individuality? Imagine if there's a species that far more intelligent, far better than us. Would it really be fair for them to come from time to time and cut some throats off and say, I respected their body because I used all of it afterwards? No.
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 No, I'm
You know?
I think that's just, I mean,
I don't have like a lot of like.
sorry, I want to be careful of the, make sure that you didn't get whacked. That was all I was watching because he was like cutting a corner really close. And I was like, don't get run over, man. That would be really terrible.
So it has a charm.
I kind of
I
want
don't think they're in a position where you're going to change my opinion.
I understand
I'll
that,
be
but
honest in that one.
I get that, but like,
And-
I want to understand
and-
why. Why is it that, like, because you clearly understand that
Yeah.
like, animals are not objects. That's where we started,
Absolutely.
right? All these animals are individuals. Do you think there's a difference that justifies, like, difference between a dog and a cow that
I
justifies
think
the
that,
difference in
I
treatment?
mean, honestly, are you going to stop lions from hunting antelopes?
Well, lions also rape. I'm not going to justify me raping by saying
Yeah.
lions
I'm not
do it,
saying,
right?
but I'm saying we're also intrinsically animals.
Yeah,
Humans
we are
are.
animals.
We're-
Yes,
we have an
I agree with
intelligence,
you.
but all animals have a level
But
of
we also
intelligence.
have a moral judgment system, right? We don't do.
Animals? So if you're going to make me choose
Okay, well,
like
I
a
can
thing,
tell you.
don't they have a moral obligation as well?
No, because like a baby does not have a moral obligation. I'll put to you this example, simple example.
So because
If
I have
baby-
a higher intelligence, I should stop?
Yeah, because if you know what's right and wrong, you should not do the wrong thing. Of course. If you don't know what's right and wrong, I cannot ask of you to not do the wrong thing if you don't know what's right and wrong. It's that easy, right?
Yeah.
I'm not
But I think
asking.
you can make it the same argument for
And there's also
multiple.
the fact that
Animals.
lions do it out of necessity. You don't. Lions don't have options. You do. So there's a lot of things to be said about that. Like you can't just
Fair,
say.
but I think it's holistically. So lions were one example, but I think it's holistically in any sort of animal nature is that there will be a certain type of predatory behavior.
How many animals wear clothes?
How many? Are we counting the women that dress their dogs in
No.
coats? Then none choose to wear it, but that's
Okay. Does that
we've adapted over.
does that make it okay for
evolution.
me to walk around naked?
If you wanted, then yes, I would have no issue with
But
it.
I would get a fine for it.
That is not on me judging you.
No, but you understand what
That's
I mean,
what
right? Like,
society's rules have placed on you. So that's
Sure.
going back to culture.
but also, if you speak about what animals can do, you should not be able to fly, yet you fly. You should not be able to live past a certain age, yet you do. You should not be able to, when you get your period, to have something that doesn't stain your clothes or stuff. Like, we have so many things that are artificial, like appealing to nature. When you're saying a lion does it, it's an appeal to nature, and it's a logical fallacy. We cannot say because a
Yeah.
lion does it, we should be able to do it. Because, as I said, lions commit infanticide. They commit rape. We can't ourselves, like, imagine a person in front of a judge saying, Your Honor, I raped this woman, but why should I be judged? Lions rape also. Like, imagine saying that. That's absurd, right?
I didn't say that it was absurd. I was using kind of the predatory behavior that exists in
You're not a
just
predator.
animals. You don't know that. You don't know me, bro. I mean, I'm not, but
You're human,
anybody
you're not a
can be.
predator.
Yeah, but men can be predators to women. Women can
We're
be
not talking about
predators to
sexual
men.
predators. We're talking
Oh,
about.
I mean,
Well, that's not
serial
what.
killers are a thing.
But that's not what I was discussing over here, right? I'm discussing about the animal rights, and when it comes to your food, you don't need to consume animal products. You can thrive on a plant-based diet. You have all
You're
the
right.
options
I
available.
mean-
So one morally justifies cutting the throats of animals, whether done in a how you see it as a better way or wrong way.
I would say because that is being just very pointedly frank to you. That is how I was raised, how I was taught in.
I'm not just to be clear. I'm sorry. I'm not judging why you did it in the past.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying,
curious
it's-
why you want to continue doing it.
Because I already have enough allergies and restrictions in my diet, and I'm one of the few people on the planet that I could not survive off of plant-based
Can I ask
diet.
why is that? What allergies do you have?
Because I have an immune. I don't want to share that much of it, but I do have an immune problem where I don't process very specifically plant protein appropriately.
Okay. Do you think there's other sources of plant protein that you can process?
No,
So there's no sources of plant protein that you process.
hardly any.
I think you know that that's unscientific, right?
I
When you say hardly any, you already made a statement, so that means that there is protein of a plant-based matter
yes,
that
but
you can
not
just
enough that I
digest.
could have a healthy life.
they can't do it.
Sorry.
You're just being like, I feel like you're being deliberately like, can you explain to me which protein? Because I can help you out with that. Okay, let me put it this way. If I give you access to a dietitian for free,
Thank you.
who can help you adopt a plant-based diet, who can help you adopt all the proteins that you need, would you still
I genuinely appreciate that, and
you would still continue
honestly,
exploiting animals?
I have to openly say I trust my medical experts more
But
than
medical
a
experts
stranger
don't have
selling metal
nutritional
street.
expertise.
When I have a nutritionist in my awareness, absolutely. So,
Okay, so-
apologies.
So that's what I'm saying. So you're saying that if you have access to a nutritionist or a specialist, or because a nutritionist is really a specialist, right? You know,
Yeah.
like a
I
dietitian,
respect
right? If a
that, yeah.
dietitian who's a specialist and who has a degree in this, and they're helping you adopt a plant-based diet, and you're saying no, I'm not gonna do that because I would rather
I
trust
have
this
experimented
other
with
person.
that, and I've been not successful. So I have a wide range of specialists that
I
have
don't
discussed
believe you.
with. Okay, that's fine. Have a great day.
I don't believe you.
That's
And
okay.
also, does that justify you buying dairy products?
I don't buy dairy products.
So you don't eat cheese?
No.
No milk, no yogurt, no nothing. So you just eat meat. And do you know do you eat red meat, for
I
example?
don't eat red meat.
Okay, so you don't. Well, what do you eat then?
Fish.
Just fish. Okay.
And some chicken occasionally because
And
it
no side
works.
dish, no nothing.
What do you mean side dishes?
Like just fish and some chicken.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's it.
So you're a carnivore.
Yeah, I mean, I have. You mean like? What do you mean side dishes?
Do you eat
like,
vegetables?
Of course, I eat some vegetables.
Which vegetables do you eat?
Potatoes.
That's
Lots
it?
of potatoes.
Just potatoes.
Lots of potatoes and broccoli. That's it.
Potatoes and broccoli. And you, as a doctor, are saying that potatoes, broccoli, and meat is a good diet.
I didn't say that it was a good diet for everybody. I would
Okay.
say that I have to actually work with multiple supplements in order to meet that. But yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
So I just feel to see because
I
like,
just want to.
it just seems so disingenuous, all of it, because like you haven't brought up this from the beginning of the conversation, and we've been talking for
I
a
don't
while.
feel comfortable
First of all,
sharing
and that's fine,
everything.
and that's fine. And second of all, I told you
And
that I
you're
can
getting
give you
very
access.
attractive.
And
Or-
and second of all, I'm trying to tell you that hey, yeah, listen. I'm speaking for behalf of the animals. You know, whatever it is, whatever difficulty that you think you're having adopting the diet,
going to be
they're having their
really
throats being
transparent.
cut. You know,
I have
they're having their
a lot of
throats being
respect
cut
for
for
you.
you.
I have a lot of respect. I'm just gonna walk away and end this because
You're free to walk away. Just please be aware that the animals are not free to walk away from your choices. They are going to
That's
have
fine.
their throats cut. They're going to be treated like objects because you choose to do that. So
Okay. Have a great day. Thanks for the conversation. Good luck with the social experiment.
I mean,
See you later, have your mate's a legend. It's a shame about a knee.
Mel and Steve says, well done. Nah, this was the most disingenuous conversation ever. Like, she just went from one side to another, and I don't believe a single thing she said. I don't believe a single thing she said. A single thing she said, I don't believe it. I believe she was full of shit from start to finish. Start to finish. And I was pretty clear about it, because I covered every single hole. Okay, what is it? She doesn't want to share. Okay, which like I tried even asking all of that. And I said, hey, wait, if you have access and somebody can help you adopt a plant-based diet, why wouldn't you do that? There you go. So even in the hypothetical scenario that she could adopt a plant-based diet, she still didn't want to. So it's nothing to do with all these nonsense justifications, which is what pisses me off the most when I meet people like this. But yeah. So unfair that people like that exist. Sadly so, yeah. Who eats potato, broccoli, and fish only? Come on, we all know it's not true. Let's face it. We all know it's bullshit, right?
Becoming a social experiment.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
What's that?
This is YouTube. Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah, go on.
You want to come here's the view? That's it.
Stand
your
there.
name? Yeah, that's
Thomas
okay.
the Tank Engine.
What's your name?
Tom.
Tom, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from, Tom?
Devines is Wiltshire, near Stonehenge.
Love it.
Do you know where Stonehenge is?
I know of it. I haven't been there. So
Yeah.
I can't place it specifically on a map if you'd ask me. But
There's like loads of stones and it's in like one big circle, and then
oh,
like.
I know what it is. I can't place it on the map. I said no.
Oh right, yeah. You been?
I haven't. No.
Go,
I've been to
man.
the UK several times, but I haven't visited Stonehenge specifically.
Yeah.
So Tom, I'm an animal rights activist.
What's that?
I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals.
Oh right.
Do you think animals should be treated like objects?
Ooh, it's a good question. Depending on what object.
Depending on what object.
Yeah.
Do you think animals are objects?
What, as in like squares and triangles, or as in like
Do you think they're
like-
objects or they're subjects?
or subjects?
Okay, so they're not objects.
Wait, what's the difference between subjects and objects?
Well, a subject can make decisions. They have a subjective experience of the world. They have emotions, feelings. I don't know. that kind
Oh
of
right, I don't know. To be fair, I wouldn't really know without being one. That's the problem. As in, like, I reckon the brain capacity. Maybe they have like some sort of knowledge, but I do wonder because obviously, if you scare someone, it runs off. So maybe they are like quite aware.
stuff. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
sentient.
So it's kind of like trying to figure out if it's aware that it's danger, or does it actually feel danger, or does it just look at it and be like, nah, don't really like it.
Well, it means that they go through life, experiencing life, kind of like how you do.
Do you reckon they got the same like mental capacity as us?
Well, obviously, no.
Not really.
No.
Oh.
They're not the same level of intelligence for sure. But when it comes to sentience, their capability to feel, to experience life,
Yeah.
I reckon some of them have even more than we do. Yeah.
I think cows are pretty cool because they just like stare and they just look at grass all day long, and then they eat the grass.
They don't
and they're
notice
like,
that.
most they like, look at it. They're like, "Well, that's a nice bit of grass." Find another bit of grass, and then they eat some more grass, and they're like, well happy about the grass.
But they don't just do that. They don't that, right?
Yeah, I know. But I always wanted to be a cow.
You want it to be a cow?
Yeah. My dad was like, "What
Do
do
you
you
know
want
how
to
we
be
treat
when I want
cows?
to be a cow because they always look well interested at the floor."
Do you know how we treat cows?
Yeah, I heard some really bad things about cows.
Like we forcefully inseminate them.
Yeah.
If you were male, you would have been killed from an early age.
Yeah, I don't understand why they do that though, to be fair.
So, for example, in the dairy production, cows produce milk because they
Yeah, I
have
heard
babies,
they
right?
pump them full of hormones.
Well, sometimes they pump them up full of hormones, but a lot of the times they have to have a baby to produce milk.
Yeah.
Sometimes they give them hormones to produce more milk. But what happens is, so first of all, they forcefully inseminate. I don't know, have you ever seen that procedure?
No.
It's called artificial insemination. So they do this. Can you hold this for a second?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So they.
Yo.
Have you ever seen this? Do you know what it is?
Oh yeah, I've seen one of them before.
Yeah.
They got them in my size.
Yeah.
What?
So they put their hands on the anus of a cow. They hold their cervix. And then
Really?
they inject semen in their vagina.
No way.
Somebody has to jerk off a bull.
That's
for that to
some
happen.
real serious deep stuff.
Why do you think they do that?
Probably to make more money.
Well, they do that to impregnate them, right? So that they
Yeah.
can produce milk.
Yeah.
When the babies are born, they separate them from their mothers. Why do you think they do that?
To put them in a field, like a different field.
Well, they separate them from their mothers so that they don't drink the milk. Because if they stay with their mothers, they're going to drink the milk.
Oh really? So they take
Yeah.
them? I didn't know.
Yeah, and farmers make money out of the milk, so obviously they got to take them away.
That's pretty bad.
If the baby's born male, what do you think happens to them?
They just get sent to McDonald's.
They get killed, yeah. To the other side of McDonald's, if you will.
But how old do they get to before they get killed?
Depends on the farm, depends on the breed. A lot of the times they are either killed straight away or they grow them up to a year or 2 or 3, or then they kill them. And if they're female, they suffer the same fate as their mother, kept separate and then impregnated every year, babies taken away from them every year, and exploited for their milk. And around the age of 6 or 8, they kill them. And cows can live 24 years, so why do you think...
4 years.
Yeah, why do you think they kill them
way.
at that early age?
Is it because like everyone wants more meat quicker maybe, or is it because it's just like a prime time to like smash the cow in?
It's the moment when they can't get them pregnant anymore.
Wait, the males?
The females.
Oh right.
Yeah, so the females, they kill them at the age of 6, when they repeatedly
What, then turn them
impregnate them,
into
and they turn them
produce?
into burger patties usually.
Right.
And the males, they kill them early on, as I said, around the
Yeah,
age
yeah,
of 3.
yeah.
They think it's fair to treat animals like this?
Yeah. I don't really know, to be fair, but I do think that's pretty bad, isn't it? Like that's age 6 or 7. That's like me getting to 25 now. So I'm like, you needed like a full-time job or you're dead. and then obviously they're like, wow, you could probably use for someone else, but then like,
Well, the thing is, it would be like you reaching the age of between 20 and 25, right? And then even if you said, I'm going to get a job, I'm going to live, just let me live.
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter because they say, hey, I have a better use for you either way. And not for you, who you are. Because when we ask ourselves who we are, we don't think of our body necessarily. We think of this being who lives in our brain, right? Like this idea of the experience that we had, the memories that we share.
yeah. Do
And they don't care who they are.
Do you
They
think
just
if cows
care for their
could
body.
like drive cars, dumper trucks, all that sort of stuff, do you reckon they do it to us? And like hold machine guns?
I don't think necessarily that what we do to animals it's inherent to us humans. I think it's only that we are more intelligent and we can do it.
Yeah.
I'm sure that if there were other animals, they might do it to us also.
Yeah.
But there would also be individuals of that species, like how I am, trying to speak to people about it and try to tell them to stop. So, do you think you have some responsibility in the matter for this happening to animals?
It depends if like I'd like to see the test if other things were well more intelligent what they would do to us. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'll be able
why would
to
that
answer
matter?
the question.
You already said it's bad, right?
Yeah.
So, doesn't that mean you should not be part of it?
Yeah, you could be part of it, but I'd like to ask someone that is more intelligent what it would think than us, and then get the answer, and I'll probably be able to relate to it a bit better. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
No?
No. Why would it matter if the response of a more intelligent person or individual matter to you? Because you already know it's bad. So I'm asking you, do you think you're responsible for it?
It's really caught me off now. So if I thought it was bad, then
It doesn't even matter whether you think it's bad or not, right? You think it's bad, full stop.
Yeah,
And now I'm
yeah,
asking
yeah,
you,
yeah.
do you think you're responsible for it?
me personally,
Yeah. Do you
but
have
if I
some
buy
responsibility?
loads more like tuna, then it's my fault that all the tuna are dying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you can stop supporting this? You can stop paying for it?
It's a bit late to ask the question, isn't it? Because it's already there, set up.
What do you mean it's already there?
As in, like, it's already, like, in demand.
Yeah, but you understand that when you buy it, you demand more, right? So whatever I just described to you happening
So
for
just-
milk or cheese, when you buy milk or cheese, for example, you're essentially saying, do more of what I just described to you. Do
Yeah,
more of it so
yeah,
that I
yeah,
get
yeah.
the milk and the cheese.
What about selling it, the first person that sold the cheese? Do you know what I'm saying?
What about the first person who sold the cheese?
Yeah, as in, like, who sold the cheese? Or who sold the cow?
Do you think they're responsible for your choices right now?
Well, I think they probably should have written on the packaging, oi mate, we've probably been a bit wrong, but here's a bit of meat for £7.50. Probably would have looked at it a bit better.
So what I'm asking, just to be clear, you're aware that you're supporting what I just described, right?
I know what I'm trying to say is whoever like found a cow and was like, don't need the cow, let's get the cow and then sell the meat. I think that's pretty bad at the minute.
Probably, yeah. Like
As in,
you're
like,
saying
if
who
they
the first person who did animal agriculture? Is
Yeah,
that what you're
like, or the first person, like, I get like people ate some nuts and thought this is great, and then went to like cows. Probably be like, why don't we just stick with the nuts? You know what I'm saying?
saying? Sure.
Yeah.
But right now, do you think you can choose to stop supporting the animal agriculture?
Yeah, I mean, I could do, yeah.
Have you ever considered going vegan?
I tried vegetarian, to be fair. That was good fun.
But vegetarians still support the dairy and
Oh, does it?
production. Yeah, if you eat cheese, as I said, it just
I did it for 2 months.
yeah.
But I think going vegan might not be a good diet.
Why not?
I got a bad feeling about it.
Okay.
I haven't done research into
Okay.
it, but
But if I have a bad feeling, and I'm just
Yeah.
hypothetically speaking out here about not punching you,
yeah,
does
yeah,
that mean I
yeah.
should punch you?
You could do.
No, but if I had a bad feeling about abstaining from punching you,
Yeah,
does that
yeah,
mean I
yeah,
should? It doesn't, right?
So you want to punch me?
I don't. I'm just
Oh,
saying
right.
hypothetically. No, of course not.
was
I'm
gonna
not a
say, come
violent
on.
person. No. I'm not a violent person.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
any way,
yeah.
But do you understand what I'm trying
Yeah,
to? I'm
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
put you in the position of the victim.
Yeah,
Because if
yeah,
you were from the position of the victim, you wouldn't find it as a good enough justification for somebody to say, "Well, I'm not really feeling it. I think it might be bad,"
Yeah.
without any form of data or actual logical justification behind it, right?
Yeah, my friend said something from afar, where you're not seeing it, so therefore it's not a problem.
Yeah. Is
that
that,
a thing?
that's the peekaboo baby
Yeah,
scenario,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Is that true?
As in, like, true. As
You
in
know
to
how a
say-
baby, when you play a baby, there's a game that you play with a baby, peekaboo, and the baby doesn't know that you disappear. The baby thinks that you
What's
disappear.
the animal that dips his head in the sand?
I don't know, but there's an animal like the
Yeah, yeah,
emu
yeah.
or something.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. Do you think that that's how you should behave towards this issue? That you should just pretend it doesn't exist?
And become vegan.
Well, if you don't become vegan, you pretend that it doesn't exist because you already acknowledge that it's bad, or you have
Alright,
to live with
so-
the idea that you're doing something bad knowingly.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if we're gonna have to stop it now. It's gonna be a bit hard to do it now. That's the problem, isn't
It's gonna be hard.
it? But it's good to talk about it.
Why exactly is it hard?
Isn't to like completely stop it.
But let me ask you this: do you think it's harder for you or for them, for the animals? Because when you make a choice to buy an animal product, an animal goes through exactly what I just described. Is it harder for you
Yeah.
or for them?
Harder for me or for them?
And why is it harder for you that when you go into a supermarket, instead of picking up this product, you pick up this other product? Or when you go to a restaurant, instead of picking this, you pick this other thing? Like, why is it harder for you to do this other, just pick something else?
I guess it's probably because it was in my sort of like what I used to have at home.
Yeah.
It's probably like, from what you just told me, I understand that I thought they'd probably give them a bit of a healthy lifestyle, maybe.
You can be healthy on a plant-based diet. I'm a
Yeah.
nutritionist, but you don't have to trust me on that, and I'll give you resources to help you with
I
that.
heard that a lot of BCAAs and like amino acids, and a lot of it comes from meat.
No, all
Doesn't
essential amino
justify,
acids are
shooting it in the head.
all essential amino acids, all 9 essential amino acids
Are from broccoli.
come in all plants. In
All of them.
all plants have all 9 essential amino acids in various amounts. But if you want like a what we call a complete protein, there are several complete proteins like soy and stuff. But the thing about it is you don't need one ingredient out of your meal to be a complete protein. You need your meal to be a complete protein. So that means, take for instance, if you're going to be having lentils or chickpeas and you're going to be paired it with brown rice, you're going to be having complete protein.
Brown rice isn't as good as white rice. Brown rice is like really hard though, isn't it?
I like brown rice
like brown rice?
because you get a bit more fiber, so it's a bit
Yeah,
healthier.
yeah.
But you can even with white rice, same thing. right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what would you choose, brown or white?
brown.
What with?
Oh, whatever.
What do you do in your curries? Like if it's a chicken tikka masala, do you make it like broccoli with tikka masala?
I just replace the chicken with tofu.
Tofu masala?
Yeah.
I heard tofu, is that the fungus stuff? It's like squishy.
It's kind of like that.
It's like,
spongy. Yeah.
What is it, a microorganism?
No.
Is it not?
No, it's just
I thought it was a fungus.
it's just soy that was blended into a paste with some
And then grow.
water and something. No, and it's just put in the fridge.
Do you think plants have got feelings?
No,
Why do you think that?
because feelings come from the brain and the central nervous system. We know that for a fact because we can stop your feelings. When you go to the dentist and somebody gives you a shot, they know exactly where it's coming from, the nerves. So we know that all of this comes from nerves in the central nervous system and the brain, and it comes from the nerves and it's experienced in the brain. So if a plant does not have any of those, how could they have?
Yeah, but I've got a plant at home. If I don't water it, it looks well sad.
It looks sad.
It looks sad.
How does the plant look happy?
It's like shooting upwards. This one's like sort of leaning over like it's drunk.
Yeah. Well, that's just a biological response to it needing water, right? Like, think
So
about it this way.
biological responses from where?
Well, think about it this way. If I have a balloon, right,
Yeah.
that's sitting on a table that's smaller than the balloon,
Yeah.
and it's absolutely full, stuffed to the brim with
Balloons
water.
not living.
Let me explain. It's
Think.
stuffed to the brim with water.
Yeah.
The balloon is gonna sit on the table or on the thing that I sit it, like it sit like this. It's gonna sit pretty much all the way. But if I remove some of the water, it's gonna be coming down. It's just a mechanism.
Yeah, but I reckon
Plants
it's
just have a
not.
mechanism for doing that.
I like plants because I've got one. I
Sure.
play it some nice music and it actually like looks well happy.
Okay, so let me put it this way:
Greener.
when you consume a plant-based diet, you kill less plants anyway, because animals are fed more plants in the process.
I thought they have like hay and stuff.
Well, they eat a lot more plants. Like a cow consumes around 40 kilograms of plants
Hay.
per day.
Like seeds.
Well, no, not hay. There's alfalfa, there's grass, there's soy, and there's corn. And then some vitamins, because they're also given vitamins.
Yeah. I got a question to ask you. Do you butter both sides of the toast if you have toast?
with plant-based butter, I would suppose.
Yeah. Would you butter both sides of it?
Sure.
But anyway, my dad's looking at me weirdly.
Okay, I'll give you a card. Okay, can you please?
Credit card.
No, yeah, sure.
Or do you want
credit card.
money?
Yeah, I want money. Yeah.
You gotta go home and feed the penguins, yeah?
Oh, cheers.
I'll give you this card. Can you watch the documentary Dominion?
Yeah. Top man. I'll get on to that.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
man.
Have a good one. Cheers.
Legend, man.
Can you promise me you'll watch it?
I'll watch it.
Okay, I appreciate you. He was kind of poking fun of everything. Hey Ben, nice to see you here. Sure. I don't know, man. I don't know what his deal was. He was kind of trying to poke fun at everything. He was kind of shtick. I don't know what that was, but whatever. I just went with it and had a conversation with him anyway. I knew it was never gonna go anywhere, but he was what he listened, says Suzanne. It felt like he listened, yeah. It felt like at times he listened, for sure. Or it felt like he listened that he didn't have a counter argument, something like that. I don't know. I think he was high on weed, says Martin. I don't know Martin because he was with his dad. I don't know. Like I generally people who get high aren't with their parents or something. And he didn't smell like weed, so I don't know. He plays his plants music, yeah. People in the chat really ignorant today. Oh man. Hey everyone, my fellow vegans, my beautiful people who are over there trying to have conversations with people, trying to explain to them that, hey, what we do to animals is wrong. My fellow awesome people that are in the chat and trying to have conversations, don't get burned out. Don't invest too much, okay? Some of these people, they just come in here to troll. They're just so insecure about their choices. They don't know any better, okay? Just explain to them nicely that we don't need to exploit animals, that animals are just like us in all the ways that matter, and that if you're against human exploitation, you should be against animal exploitation also, especially since it's for optional products, and that you can thrive on a plant-based diet. Provide them with Challenge 22 and that's it. Don't make it such a big deal. A lot of them, I'm over being nice, Chip. Yeah, or don't be nice, but I'm just telling you, don't consume yourselves over it, okay? Because all of these trolls, that's what they want. They want attention, they want people to consume themselves. They come into the vegan chats because they're like literally triggered by this idea and they think, oh look, it's gonna be fun because I'm gonna make a vegan angry. That's what they want. So don't let them win, okay? Don't feed the trolls, essentially. Respond with arguments, be strategic about it. Take your time when you respond also. Fuck them. They don't need a fast response. Like this person, we were born with canines for a reason. Yeah, obviously. Look at these canines. So dangerous. That's why we were born with canines. So that we can exploit and slaughter sentient beings. Do we use our canines to exploit and slaughter sentient beings? No, we do not. But we were born with canines. Or does us being born with canines somehow imply that we cannot thrive on a plant-based diet? Because I have news for you, brother. We have empirical evidence showing that we can thrive on a plant-based diet. It's pretty cold. I think I'm gonna wait maybe 20 more minutes. I didn't realize it's almost like winter cold. Chip, do you usually keep a mustache for November? Marissa, it's the first time I do it. It's the first time I do it. And I kind of like it. You wanna have a conversation with me?
Okay.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
That is totally fine with me.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm
20. Okay. You look very young. You wanna come here so that you interview?
20. Okay.
Come a little closer? Yeah. Love it. What's your name?
I'm Sophia.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from, Sophia?
I'm from New York.
New York? Fuck yeah. Sophia, I'm gonna ask you something different then. So, what's your take on oppression?
Oppression.
Is it right? Is it wrong?
It's not good.
It's not good. So just to be clear, oppression means prolonged, cruel, and unjust treatment.
Okay. Is that your definition or the official?
No, that's the official definition.
Okay.
Yeah. So, do you think that the powerful should have the right to oppress the powerless?
No.
No.
Powerful. What would be like the criteria for powerful, you think?
I mean, so an individual who has power, should they have the right to oppress an individual without power? I don't necessarily mean a large group of individuals, just like one over one.
Okay. No.
No. So what if the individual has been doing it for a long time? It's part of their tradition. Would that mean it's okay to oppress?
No.
No. What if the individual without power does not realize that they're being oppressed? Maybe they're intellectually challenged. Maybe they're just not, I don't know, smart enough to realize it, or the person with power does it so well that the other person doesn't realize it. Would that make it okay?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. I appreciate that. And does you think that if the individual with power is of a different race or a different ethnicity or a different sex or different biological category, would it mean it's okay for them to oppress the other because they're not part of the same category?
No.
Okay. So it doesn't matter how intelligent they are. It doesn't matter if they're part of a different biological category. And here's where I'm going with this.
Okay.
Is it okay for a human to oppress an animal?
I don't think so. I think, like, what do you mean, like, eating meat? Do you mean, like,
I mean, like
testing on animals?
being
Like,
cruel and unjust towards them.
no, I don't think that's not okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you think that when we force them into slaughterhouses, as you said, maybe to eat their flesh, maybe to kill their babies so that we can take their milk, products we don't actually need, milk, meat, all of it. Do you think we're being fair towards them, or are we being unfair towards them?
I think unfair. I think what's your stance on it? Like, would you say like totally say like vegan? Do
Yeah.
you think that's the like way to go?
That's the only way forward, yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. What do you think about like? Because I used to be vegan myself, and I remember.
What does it mean to be vegan, just to be sure, before
Yeah.
we go on?
Oh, that's true. Because there's also like, I guess, do you think using it for like shampoo, conditioner, body products is also unfair?
So being vegan is to animals what being a feminist is to women. It means respecting their rights.
Okay.
Right? I draw this comparison to understand it better, because a lot of the times for people, when we think about veganism, we think about a diet. But if we lived in a world where we ate women, hypothetically speaking, then being a feminist would also mean a diet, a change in diet.
Okay.
So being vegan is just about the animals and respecting their rights. So that means, yes, for food, for clothing, for cosmetics, for whatever situation we are, if you don't need to be harmful, to be oppressive, to treat them like an object, then you shouldn't do it.
Yeah. Because I used to be vegan in terms of mainly I wouldn't eat dairy. I think honey I wasn't exactly sure. Sometimes I would have it, sometimes I would not. Products I was not vegan. But I think what made me not vegan was thinking about it infringed on my cultural tolerance of other humans,
Yeah.
not animals, because there's one thing of like, I don't know, like, I saw something that I was like wrong for everyone to eat meat, but I'm like, if someone's a different culture than me, and I also, sometimes they come into play where it's like, it's in a position to be like, oh, do I respect animals or do I respect a culture that's different than mine? So I think
can
it's
challenge
interesting
that
in
if you want. So there's a culture in this in Africa specifically, in certain countries, where they cut off the clitoris of women. It's called female genital mutilation. Do you think people should continue doing it because it's cultural?
No, like that's what cultures aren't always.
So you have your answer then, right?
Yeah, you're not always gonna respect.
You shouldn't respect the culture when it's oppressive towards other individuals.
Yeah, I think there's things like how socially constructed is being moral. So like, is there a universal thing? But sometimes like, I don't know. That's something I've been thinking about.
I don't think there's necessarily a universal form of morality. I believe in subjective morality. I'm a subjectivist, but I do think that biologically we're kind of built to understand the fairness and morality in the same way, all of us, right? Like, you know, the golden rule. I think that's kind of one thing that we can all agree with, right? I don't want to treat you bad because I don't want to be treated bad, or I'll treat you how I want to be treated myself, right? Kind of somewhere along those lines. And when it comes to animals, you ask about honey, and where I say the line is that sentient beings. Do you know what sentience means? So sentience means they have the capability to experience life, that they have an experience of the world, they form memories, they have emotions, and all those memories that they form, they're tied to their emotions and everything. Kind of like how we experience life, right? Like how our brain forms everything we see around, and all the knowledge we get, all the memories and everything. Sure, they don't have as much capability for knowledge and intelligence as we do, but they have everything else in between, right? So I would say that all those matter more than the intelligence, because when we find humans who are as intelligent as an animal, we don't say, you're inferior. We say, we should treat you the same, you deserve the same rights because you feel how we feel. And animals feel how we feel also. They're just in a different body, and hence they're obviously slightly different. So that's why I think we should treat them how we would treat any other human beings. How do you feel about this?
Yeah.
You agree with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think that maybe then you should be vegan? That you shouldn't like? I know what happened in the past, and I'm not here to judge, and I don't care about that. But going forward, do you think you should be vegan?
I see it more as well because it's interesting in terms of. So I'm pescatarian. I don't eat like, I guess, I only eat like fish. That's the only like meat.
And
I
dairy
consume.
products.
Yeah. So yeah, pescatarian. So I view it. I think it's definitely for moral reasons, but also environmental ones. Of like, I know how much. I don't think it's one or the other. For me, at least. For some people, it is, and that's okay. But personally, I look at how much waste I have compared to if I were to eat meat, and that's something that prolongs me and kind of sustains me being pescatarian. But
Environmentally speaking, right? Like
Yeah.
it's a thing, and I appreciate that. But like, do you think if it were environmentally good to kill a certain race of people, do you think we should do that?
I probably wouldn't. I just don't, because there's also more to me the environmental. Like, I just don't. I feel like I just don't need it. So I'm kind of like.
But do you think that you need any of it? Like, do you think you need to eat fish or dairy?
It depends, because there's like I grew up by the water, so it's something that brings me closer to my family. Some of my family doesn't, so it's not like exclusively yes. But
Your
I
family
think-
also eats meat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't.
Some of my family.
Some of your family.
So yeah, so there's like examples where it's not only like you eat fish, you eat meat as a family. That's the only way to culturally connect. But I think that
Yeah.
food culturally connects people, and I think that's mainly my point of view of it too.
Yeah,
So it's
but you can find connection without exploiting innocent animals in the process, right? Or let me put it this way: don't you think we should find connections without the exploitation of animals? Like food is something that nowadays we live in an age where we can literally make food, especially plant-based food, that is almost identical to animal products, and
Yeah.
there's
Beyond
always a
Burger,
difference, of
yeah.
course, because they're not identical. But I wouldn't say that that taste difference justifies the asphyxiating an individual like fish happen when they get pulled out of water, or impregnating a cow so that they can produce milk, like how we do to them, or killing their babies, how we do to them. Like none of this is justified for 10 minutes of us getting this meal when we could literally have this meal slightly different with a plant-based, right?
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. So what do you? I'm sorry. I don't want to insist or anything like that. I just want to be. I want to be clear about some certain things. So you understand that, like, is it wrong to consume animal products? What do you think, based on our conversation so far?
I don't know. I feel like it's not a yes or no answer for me. It's, like,
It's not a yes or no answer.
yeah,
for
it's
you.
more nuanced. I think personally.
But you acknowledge that you don't need to, right?
Yeah.
So how can it ever be right to consume an animal products when, if you do that, you exploit an innocent animal?
I think there's a difference between being right and being not wrong, I guess. Like, I don't know. I think it's just more nuanced than I'm just not going to consume any or use any animal products. Because in a way, our society is structured in a way that, like my dining hall, I could not be vegan in my dining hall in college. My friend used to be vegan. And
Why can't you be vegan there?
because the options are just, it's not catered to me. Like, whether it has
You don't
animal
have
products, so I
vegetables
think,
and stuff.
yeah, I think we'd have to really restructure society. It's not only an individual thing. We'd have to say, okay, are there alternatives to that? There's something like Beyond Burger, something like an Impossible Burger that's good, but it has to be more. One of the reasons that people aren't vegan is because it's inaccessible. And I think
It's
something
very
like
accessible. I'm sorry, but
it depends. Like, I think like vegetables are things like. I remember hearing like, oh,
Tofu
eat vegan
is
food.
also.
Yeah, that's literally
Tofu's
just eating
everywhere.
vegetables. But somewhere like a college dining hall where it's like, I'm not gonna be able to eat stuff if everything has dairy products. So, something like that. I mean,
all the more reasons for you to be vegan and fight for it, isn't it? Because you if you care about the environment as you say you do, you would reduce the environmental footprint by half if you were to be vegan instead of pescatarian.
yeah, I
That's
think
one.
there's.
Two, like again, the animal rights issue. Like, okay, I ask you, do you think it's right? I'm gonna ask you this way: do you think it can ever be not wrong to exploit an innocent animal for an optional product?
I think it depends.
Is it ever wrong to exploit an innocent human for an optional product?
No, I think that also what you were talking about, humans and animals are different. Doesn't mean we should exploit one and not exploit the other. But it's very interesting. But I think it would take a more.
But your view does entail that. You understand that, right? Like your view is that if you are in a situation where every single person in your life would be exploiting humans some way, and you knew that there's a way for them to not do it, and for you to not be part of it, you would still be part of it, or would you choose to not be part of it?
I guess I would choose not to. But yeah, I think
So
it's.
why not apply the same logic to animals then? Especially since we
Yeah.
agree that there's no difference that justifies it.
Yeah, I think there's definitely should be more cooperation between like the structures in our society that provide food and even how it's regulated too, things like that. But I think it also intersects with something of like sometimes I would have the vegan alternative that would be very expensive, but I think that there's also like tofu, like you said, is cheap. Vegetables are cheap, so there's
cheap
different ways of being vegan too. So I think that it's been complicated in a way if you have stuff that's not accessible, but then you go to like a fast food place and that's cheap and that's easy. So
There's
it's
different
like,
ways to adopt a plant-based diet, but vegan is the only way to respect animals. And it's not. Obviously, I can be a feminist in different ways. Like, but at the end of the day, it's the same. I respect their rights. It's animals the same. I can be vegan in different ways, but at the end of the day, it's about respecting their rights. What other choices I make doesn't really matter, right? But like, I don't know. Women were seen as the ones who take care of the house and cook, right? I can be a feminist by saying I'm the one who will cook. I'm the one who will take care of the house, and my wife will be the one who's out at work. Or we could say we both go to work and we share some of the responsibilities. There's many ways to be on a feminist side when it comes to the issues that portray feminism. It's the same when it comes to veganism. There's many ways for you to be vegan on the issues that portray animal rights. But at the end of the day, what I'm asking is not for a specific way. I'm not here to push any sort of situation, but rather for us to respect their rights. Because if we were in their shoes, none of us would like it, and none of us would say, oh, I understand your difficulty of your canteen doesn't provide anything, therefore please, cut my throat, right? Like nobody would think that way. If we were in their position, we were like, fuck no, stop it. Whatever it is, stop it. I don't care. You can find something else, stop it. Whatever difficulty you have nothing compares to me having my throat cut. So how do you feel like, because in the position of if you put yourself in the position of the victim, what do you think the right choice would be for you as the human?
yeah, just to not be oppressed.
Yeah.
So, all right, I have to head out, but it was nice to talk to you.
Same. Let me give you a card, okay? So there's a documentary here called Dominion. Can you promise to give that a watch?
Okay.
And until you watch it, do you think you can adopt a plant-based diet?
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You have my YouTube channel if you want to see the conversations. Okay, have a good one. Hey, you want to have a conversation with me? Are you okay being live on at Animals?
Animals?
Yeah. Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Oh, you're live?
Yeah.
Oh. We're kind of late for the museum. When
Sure.
we come, okay.
Okay. I think I only have one more conversation in me anyway, because it's pretty cold. My feet are kind of cold. Chip, have you ever done this in Romania? No. No. I think I might. I think I might have to. Well, I might have to. I think I will do it because I might have to go to Romania to do some dental work. And everybody, if you're enjoying the conversations, remember to hit that like. And subscribe. We're trying to get those numbers up. Oh my God. Look how skinny his face is. My face is skinny? Thank you, man. Oh. I appreciate it. Look at that. Look, you want to have a conversation with me? How old are you?
I'm 20.
20? Oh, that's okay. You look very young. Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
On YouTube?
Okay. Yeah. You want to come here to the interview?
Oh, yeah, sure.
What's your name?
Christine.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you, Christine.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
I'm from Texas.
Texas?
Yes.
Love it, love it. So, Christine, I'm Chip. I'm an animal rights activist.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit? An animal rights activist. Okay. Do you think animals are objects?
No.
But do you think animals should be treated like objects?
No. I'm scared. I don't know.
Do you think that when we... Don't be scared, because I'm not here to judge or anything like that.
Okay.
Do you think that when we farm them, when we use them like for our food, for our clothing, for products we do not need, do you think we're treating them like objects?
I'm unsure. I don't really know the process of all that, so I
Yeah.
feel like I'm not as informed as I should be to make an answer.
But let me put it this way: your friends right here, they're made of meat, right?
They're
mean-
not just meat, they're more than meat.
They're more than meat, right? I'm sure they have wills and desires in their brain, and they have a willing to live, and they have an experience of the
Absolutely.
world. But if I was to come and cut their throats and use them for flesh, and then use their skin to wear them, I know it sounds fucked up, but if I was to do that to them, would it be me objectifying them? Because I wouldn't really care about how they feel or want out of life. I would just say, I'm gonna use you how I feel. Wouldn't that be
Yes.
objectifying them?
Yes.
Don't you think that's exactly what we do to other animals also?
Perhaps.
Perhaps, yeah. Because do you think like any of the animals that we farm, that we kill, do you think any of them want to be killed?
I don't know what they want, no.
But we can kind of tell that whether they want to be killed or not, right? Like your friends don't want to die, not because they're
No.
intelligent or something. They don't want to die because inherently none of us want to die,
No.
right? Maybe there's exceptions of when we have some form of disease.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if animals don't want to die, and if we want to respect, do we want to respect their rights to not be killed?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think we can do as individuals about it?
Advocate for it more, educate more, because I feel like not a lot of people are informed on it.
Do you think there's also certain choices that we need to change?
Yeah, she's vegetarian.
She's vegetarian, yeah.
I'm not. And
Do you
I will.
consume dairy products? Okay, let me explain one thing for you before you go. Okay, so I have this little
Oh, I don't
glove
know if I
over
want
here.
to know this because I want to keep eating dairy.
Oh,
Sorry.
maybe you should know this. So there's a, yeah. So they put this gold glove in the anus of a cow to hold their cervix, and then they inject semen in their vagina. Somebody has to jerk off a bull for this to happen. They do this. It's called artificial insemination.
Okay.
When the babies are born, they separate them from their mothers. What do you think they do that?
I don't know. We have a museum to get to, but it was nice talking to you.
Yeah, I'm just saying all this because we need to defend the animals. So we separate the babies from the mother because if they stay with the mother, they drink their milk. If the baby is born male, they kill them, and if the baby is born female, they impregnate them every year until they can no longer get them pregnant, and then they kill them. You girls are women. You should understand this idea of somebody using their power over you to impregnate you and use you for your body. Don't do it to other species also, please, okay?
Thank you.
The only way is to be vegan, okay? I appreciate you. You wanna have a conversation with me?
Can I talk to you? Yes.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Oh, right, sure.
Okay, you wanna come here so that you interview?
Yeah, sure.
What's your name?
My name is Anton.
Anton, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Anton, I'm an animal rights activist.
Mhm.
I fight for the rights of animals.
Mhm.
Do you think there's any way to respect animal rights without being vegan?
To be honest, what do you mean by saying animal rights?
Well, I mean, what would if I said human rights? What would you understand?
The power to choose?
The power to choose.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think that animals should have the right to not be treated like an object, for example?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a difficult topic, actually. Yeah, you're right.
Are animals objects?
Well, they're not.
No.
But at the same time, they don't actually have the way to think and to create. And the only thing they can do is follow the instincts. So,
Well, they know if they do think, they have emotions, they have an experience of
yeah,
the world.
that's true.
So if we take a human being who doesn't have the capability to create or is as intelligent as an animal,
Mhm.
should we treat them how we treat other animals?
No, we shouldn't. But
No, we shouldn't.
yeah, that's true that many people are even not worse, but you know what I mean, than animals. But at the same time, we have something to eat, right? And that's kind of tradition.
But we don't need to eat that.
We
And we can't
don't.
justify it saying it's tradition, right? Because there were so many weird traditions that we did
Mhm.
over the time. I don't know. Women were seen as an object to belong to a man after you get married,
Mhm.
and it was very much part of a culture and tradition that for thousands of years.
Yeah.
Only in the last hundreds of years or so that we've emancipated women, and then we show that they deserve the same rights as we do. And I'm not asking for animals to have the same rights as we do. I'm just asking that simply we don't treat them like objects,
Mhm.
that we don't exploit and slaughter them.
Mhm.
So why would we choose to exploit and slaughter them when we don't need to?
Just for fun, because
for fun.
humans are meant to destroy. That's the point.
I thought we were meant to create. Now you say we're meant to destroy.
That's the point. We're meant to create, and then we're meant to destroy, to create even more. That's the whole.
But is it moral for us to do this to them?
Nope,
No,
that's for sure.
that's for sure. Yeah. What
What
do you
can
think you
you-
can do about it?
I think we should just start with ourselves, and then we
Exactly.
kind of change the world around, and that's the point.
And do you think, how can you change?
How can I change?
Yeah.
I mean, I think there are a lot of protests existing. I mean, pretty much just to join them at least, and then, I mean, the different zoos and different circus are closing by time. I mean, people are not. I feel like they're not even interested too much right now, and most of people do think that that's kind of bad to rule the animals and to make them do stuff they don't want to. So I think that protest is kind of solving itself, but yeah, just supporting the idea and going to protest to shutting down all of those.
Yeah. Do you
animals
think you can also choose to not buy animal products?
Yeah,
Yeah. That would be the first. That would be a bare minimum at the end of the
but
day,
at
right?
the same time, I wanted to ask you a question. What do you think? If we're not buying the animal products, then we eat more of
Plants.
plants, right? But at the same time, if we need more of a plants, as an example, imagine all people stop eating animals. All right, now we have to make our farms and stuff bigger and bigger and bigger. Nope.
No. So it takes between 3 to 10 times more land to produce 1 gram of animal protein versus 1 gram of protein. So if everybody in the world would be to be plant-based, we would reduce the land we use. Because, like in theory, to us, you know, when we think about plants, we think that they don't have that much protein or that many calories, and it's true. A lot of plants don't. But the reality is that the animals that we grow eat a lot more plants in that process.
Yeah.
So that means that, for example, a cow eats 40 kilograms of plants per day. If we don't extract that much meat from how many kilograms of plants we feed them, we don't extract that much meat or calories from them. I think we extract somewhere around 10%. So if we grew plants ourselves, not necessarily what cows eat, right? Because cows sometimes eat grass, but specifically plants that we would eat, if we just grew that ourselves and ate it directly, we would get between 3 to 8 times more food. So we could feed the whole population with less land.
Yeah, then you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the whole point. I
Yeah.
agree.
So
That's for you. That's for you.
this is for me.
I was given it here, so yeah, now it goes for you. And you
Okay.
give it to the next person.
I give it to the next
All
person.
right.
Okay.
So yeah,
How
thank
many
you.
more animals should be exploited and slaughtered for you?
I feel like 0.
0. I'm me going vegan. Let me give you a card. What's your name again?
Anton.
Anton. Dude, you seem like an open-minded individual. I didn't get a lot of that today.
Oh,
And
really?
I hope you. Yeah. You know, sometimes people they just become defensive when you. Can you separate the cards? There's do that.
Yes.
Thank you. Can you give? There's a documentary here called Dominion on this side.
Mm-hmm.
You think you can give that a watch?
Yes.
And until you watch it, do you think you can abstain from eating any animal products?
Well, I can choose after watching. I feel like I need to watch it first and then I'll choose.
But do you think until you watch it?
Until I watch it?
Just to be sure, yeah, because you know, after watching this, I myself regretted that I were part of it. And I just don't want you to regret anything.
Okay.
think you
Well,
can
I'll
do
do
that?
my best. I'll do my best.
Appreciate it.
Yes,
Thank you so
okay.
much. Have a good one.
Have a nice day. Thank you.
Cheers. Oh, I have a rose. I don't know what to do with this rose. Okay, if somebody comes, I'll give them the rose. I guess that's the next thing. So I gotta have one more conversation. I was gonna go after this one, but I gotta have one more conversation so that I can give the rose to somebody. Hey, you wanna have a conversation with me?
Yeah, please.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah, of course.
You wanna come here, stretch your ear? Okay, perfect. First of all, here's a rose for you. For her.
Thank
It's
you.
not from me. I got it from somewhere. I guess you gotta pass it along or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what the situation is. What are your names? I'm Chip.
I'm Jorge.
Jorge.
Mika.
Mika. Jorge and Mika. So I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for animals.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think animals should be treated like objects?
No.
No, but when we farm them, are we treating them like objects?
I think if we say on a very direct way, yes, we are treating it as subjects. But
Yeah.
it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't
That
be.
case.
Yeah, because if we think, if I farm humans, I would be objectifying humans, right? Because I
Yes.
would essentially be multiplying them and killing them or using them for what I need without caring who they are or what what they want out of
I don't know if object would be the best word, but for sure you would be dehumanizing them.
Yeah. When we say dehumanizing, it means exactly this. We de-individualize them, right? We don't care who they are as individuals.
Yeah.
And animals are individuals also because they do have an experience of the world. They have desires, and they don't want to die. They have emotions. They form memories like
Yeah.
we do. They feel love, anxiety, all that kind of stuff. So, do you think it's fair for us to put them in this situation to use them for products we don't actually need?
I think. Do you want to say something or?
My question is, do we need it or not?
No.
Do you think we don't need
I know we don't need it. Yeah, we can
Okay.
thrive on a plant-based diet. I'm a nutritionist, but you don't have to trust me because I don't go by authority or in any way. There we have empirical evidence showing that we can thrive on a plant-based diet. Yeah.
Okay.
And there's millions of people who do it worldwide, so that should mean something also, right?
I work actually with novel foods and trying to see how fungi or insects can be used as part of the diets of people instead
Not
of having
insects
to
though,
use.
huh? Insects are
Well,
sentient
insects
also.
are animals, yeah,
Yeah.
but I guess there are some differences that the research presents on how their nervous system works and how it depends on the insect. But
Well, we can get everything from plants. Why would we use insects? We're reaching the same point. We're just moving the responsibility from bigger animals.
I
to
think, in
smaller
my
animals.
opinion, food is also something that is very cultural.
Yeah.
And you need to take into account a lot the traditions of people also when you talk about food. I completely agree that mostly plant-based diet is doable and it would fulfill the nutrition of most people. But at the same time, I do recognize that just because of the cultural influence itself, it would be extremely hard to just tell people, we can do it just with plants. We don't need to use animals. Do think that the way that animals are farmed and consumed should be improved and that we should consume them less
Why should that
But-
be improved?
because they're treated horribly. Like,
And why does that? Why would we care?
why would we care that animals are treated horribly?
Yeah.
Because we do recognize that they have their own individuality. I think so, at
So we
least.
should care. Just to be clear, we should care enough that they have an individuality to treat them nicely, but not too much as to not kill them.
Yeah,
We need the food.
Isn't that kind of weird?
I think that we live on a planet that started with species killing each other, and at some point, that is the way that the food
I mean,
chain works.
Let's put it this way. First of all, no, that's not what the food chain is about. But let's put it this way. If we go back 100 years, I think we live on a planet where women should be part of the household and the property of men. That's how it's always been. That's how it should continue being. And it's cultural.
But I'm not arguing that this shouldn't change.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just
okay,
arguing
okay.
that it's like very hard, also because of cultural reasons, to get people to change to stop eating meat.
Sure, I get that. But like, I'm not asking you, by the way, to get people to change. Just to be clear, I'm asking you guys to change. I'm asking you guys to no longer oppress animals, right? I'm not asking you to do what I do and go on the streets and tell people, hey, don't oppress animals. That would be amazing. But I want the bare minimum to not oppress them yourselves. Because whatever it is, that culture you have, I don't think culture dictates what is right or what is wrong. Because there's cultures on this planet where they cut off the clitoris of women, and there's cultures on this planet where they cut off the foreskin of men at a very
Yeah,
young age.
absolutely.
None of that is fair or right, and it's cultural. So I personally believe that culture needs to adapt to what is right and wrong, not dictate what is right and wrong.
But what dictates what is right and wrong?
Our moral judgment system, our logical moral
But where do
judgment
you
system.
get this moral and logic? Where do you get this logic moral system?
Logic and critical thinking. It's simple. Like, you know the golden rule?
No.
It says treat others how you want to be treated, or don't do to others what you wouldn't want to be done to you, right?
Yeah.
Would you like to be exploited?
No,
Don't exploit others.
I agree.
As simple
but
as that.
but I do still think that I completely agree that not because something is cultural, it just means that it should be okay and it should be accepted.
Yeah.
But the moral compass of people is very defined by their culture and where they're from. And I do think
But it
that to an
shouldn't be.
extent it would be very unfair to say the way that I think, because this is the way that I think it's logical to think, it's better than your way of thinking.
So is it
And
better
this
to
is-
cut off the clitoris of women?
But you're going to an extreme.
Yes, that's the thing.
No. Is it better to cut off the clitoris of women?
No, but you're going to an
So
extreme.
isn't that unfair to call them out by saying it's unfair?
But it would be exactly the same for them to come and say, well, I think it's not right to not cut the clitoris of women. And
Yeah, but I can
I
explain
still
to you
think-
logically why one is good and one is bad. I
I
can
still-
explain to you simply. That child, that individual does not consent and cannot consent to you
okay,
cutting
we
their
can
clitoris
use a
off.
less extreme example. If someone, for example, wants to wear a hijab, I'm not Muslim, so I don't know all of the specifics. But you could have people that say that for them is the most logical thing to do, and it's a sign of respect for them.
Mm-hmm.
And for other person, that could be a sign of disrespect.
Does wearing
which
a
is-
hijab violate somebody's rights?
Some people would argue that yes.
No. Does wearing a hijab violate somebody else's rights other than the person wearing it?
I think you could find people that believe that.
Sure, but logically, does me wearing a hijab violate anybody else's rights?
But I don't think that's how logic in culture works.
But that's the thing about it, isn't it? Because I don't care how it works. What I'm asking, this is called the is-ought fallacy. I don't care how things are. I'm asking how things should be. I understand we exploit animals. I'm saying we shouldn't. I understand we do it for cultural reasons. I'm saying we shouldn't. Because culture should not dictate what is right and wrong. Whether it does or doesn't, sure, we can dispute all day about certain issues, what it does and doesn't. But when it comes to culture that violates the rights of individuals, doesn't matter what culture it is, doesn't matter where the culture is coming from or what it is, whatever it is, it should just stop. That's it.
And what
The
would you
violation
tell
of
in
the
the
rights, to
case
be
of a
clear.
person that, for example, they don't think that animals should be like you were as you started at the questions asking whether we think that animals are objects or not.
Yeah.
What would you tell to someone that does believe that they're objects?
Then humans are objects also, because humans are animals. And to say that humans are not objects would be special pleading, which is a logical fallacy, because you just say, well, humans are different. You can't explain to me what makes humans different enough to justify objectifying one but not the other. Because you can't say intelligence, because we have humans with the same level of intelligence of animals. So that we wouldn't call those people objects, would we? We wouldn't call intellectually challenged human beings objects.
Well, I'm not saying that that's my opinion. I'm just
No.
thinking of somebody that would come and tell you that they're objects.
There is
so.
absolutely no logically consistent reason to not be vegan. Absolutely no logically consistent reason. It always boils down to, like, if you take every single argument you have against it, you will reach a conclusion that is fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
For example, culture, as we said, right? We can reach a conclusion that say, if you say culture dictates that it's okay to exploit and slaughter animals, then culture should dictate that it's okay to exploit and slaughter black people. Or any other sort of humans. Doesn't really matter, right? You can just pick a category of individuals and say, my culture says it's okay to exploit and slaughter them.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean it's okay. It doesn't mean, well, it's all of a sudden not normal or good, right? Because that's the thing about culture. Cultures adapt and they should adapt. So any sort of argument you have, there's nothing that doesn't lead to a logical absurdity like this one.
So, what do you think about animals killing another animals too?
Yeah. So when animals do it, they do it out of necessity. And if you needed to, like if you were in a deserted island and you needed to kill and eat a human, I wouldn't say, what the hell are you doing? I would say, hey, this person did what they had to do in order to be healthy, in order to survive. But if you go out there on a day-to-day life and you start killing humans to eat them, I would be like, you're crazy. So it's the same thing. When you have a necessity out of it, it's justified. Necessity justifies doing a lot of weird shit. But when there's no necessity behind it, we can't really justify it. Because that just means it's a choice. And that just means you're every single day presented between exploiting and killing an animal or not. And when you choose to exploit and kill an animal, how could that ever be fair? It's a choice, right?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
I get the argument and it's true.
So why continue doing it? I'm not here to judge. I don't care what happened in the past. The question is, why continue being part of it? Because every single year you're going to be killing 100 animals each year. 100. And just to be clear, hold this for a second. I have a lot of visual props, huh? This is one animal.
Mm-hmm.
This is around 90 animals. So more than that per person. Both of you together will have more. Like if you imagine all of these are individuals who feel, who have emotions. How is it fair to kill that many individuals for something you don't need? Even one is too much. Because if you were in their shoes, you wouldn't be like, whatever, kill me. You'd be like, fuck it, I don't want it. Kill anybody else, don't kill me.
I have a small question before we head because we have to go to a museum. But why do you think that we necessarily do not, us for example, eat a plant-based diet?
I don't know, if you do, you can say you do, and that's it. I would assume because 98% of the population doesn't, it's fair to assume that the person
98 of the population of the Netherlands?
98 population of the earth consumes animal
I don't
products.
think so.
Yeah.
I mean, India has 1 billion people, and the majority of Indian people is vegetarians, for example.
Yeah, so they consume animal products.
Yeah, but between those, there is also an insane amount of people that are vegan.
No.
Only 2% of the earth is vegan.
Yeah. Very few people are vegan. Very few people, yeah.
I would have thought that it's
This is
more.
why I speak to people. Because if we reach the point somewhere around 10%, we could make changes in the government and, make changes for the
But
animals
what
that
changes
matter
on the
more.
government would you like to see, for example?
Ban it. Fucking ban all animal products. Don't ban, because you know what? Meat, we can make it now with, we have several technologies to make meat, like lab-grown meat, like all this kind of stuff. We don't need to make meat from an animal. We don't need to exploit and slaughter an animal.
Lab-grown meat is not really something that we can eat yet.
Yeah, it's healthy, yeah.
It's not something we can eat yet because it's extremely expensive to produce.
It's expensive to produce because the governments don't allow it. It's expensive to produce because if the governments forbid it and they would subsidize, if the governments didn't forbid it and would subsidize it as they do animal agriculture, the reason why animal products are
That
cheap
is true, that
is
they're
because
very
they're subsidized.
Yeah.
So if the government would instead subsidize technologies that benefit us and the animals, then these prices would drop because people would start demanding it more. It's supply and demand at the end of the day. So the prices would drop, just like with any technology in this world. It was expensive at first, and the prices dropped dramatically when people started adopting it. Everybody has a cell phone. In 1995, a cell phone was like $10,000 or some shit. It was extremely expensive.
So you would like to see the governments, like, giving more money to technologies to be developed, but also to completely ban it. To completely ban animal products.
Yeah, to respect the rights of animals.
Do you know if there's any country that is
There's no
moving
country.
towards that direction or not yet?
No country whatsoever. All countries are exactly the same. All countries see animals as objects because all countries are based on the citizens. They mostly just fulfill the citizens' wills, and most people, as I said, they want to consume animal products, and most people, the politicians will just do what most people want. They don't really care what is right and wrong. Laws are sometimes made by what is right and wrong, right? Like the abolishment of slavery was, but even when we abolished slavery, there still was clauses, like take for instance in US, there were still clauses like the people in prison can still be used as slaves. So even when we it's always been this way. It's always been that the powerful get to dictate what the population goes through. And what I'm saying right now is that you guys are part of the powerful. You are the powerful and they are the population. They are the ones who you're dictating over. And don't do to them what you wouldn't want to be done to you. Don't oppress them. Don't put them in slaughterhouses and stuff. Because you can choose something else. You go to a restaurant, you have an option. For you, it's just, I'm going to choose this option. Maybe you're not going to like it as much, hypothetically speaking. But for you, that's it. That's your difficulty. That's all it is. But when you choose an animal product, heads off, their whole existence gone for what, 10 minutes meal. You forget in 2 or 3 weeks, we forget everything we ate. And meanwhile, they lost their whole existence for us. It's not fair, and we shouldn't be treating them this way. And we're all animals at the end of the day. Just because we develop higher intelligence does not mean we get to do this to them.
Okay. Do you have anything else to say?
Thank
before
you.
we go?
I'll give you a
Thank
card.
you.
Can you watch Dominion? It's a documentary that shows what animals go through.
Okay, let's take a photo of it.
You can take the card also.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Have
Bye-bye.
a great day.
Time. See you.
Cheers. Okay, let me clean up this shit. And I think that's it. Look at this. These are all the animals. Some people find it funny when I bring these because they're kind of like toys. But then I keep testing it out. I'm curious. I do believe that some people can, like, I don't know how to exactly explain just the sheer, I think I know how to do it. I think I'll do it in a better way next time. I think I'm gonna take a photo of where I sit, because I constantly sit in kind of the same places. I think I'll take a photo of this place right here, and then of the place in front of Rijksmuseum, and I think I'll Photoshop in 100 animals in there, just to kind of be able to tell the magnitude of their choices. I think it's very important to realize this. I know this kind of yields towards reducitarian in a sense, and then that's not my intent, of course, but I think a lot of us don't really grasp the magnitude of our choices, and I think this just makes it a little bit more visual and a little bit more clear of what it is that we're choosing. Somebody said I don't feel guilty. That's fine. We're not here to make you feel in a certain way. We're here to make you understand that what you're doing is wrong. You know, people who grew up in a society where they saw things like slavery that was normalized, right? Like people born during slavery times, they didn't feel guilty for enslaving others. But they should. They should have, because that wasn't the right thing to do. So that's the whole thing. We're not here for you to, like, this isn't an emotional argument. This isn't oh, I need to feel something about it. No, this is very much a logical position. You should stop exploiting animals because it's the logical thing to do. What's a woman got to do with plant-based diet, Chip? I don't know what you're talking about, but it just seems like you haven't been listening, and that's okay. Maybe you'll listen next time, or maybe you can scroll back and actually listen. If we're all animals, then let us eat other animals as animals do. If we're all animals, then let us rape other animals like other animals do. You're right. Logical. Johnny Telia, I explained it to you just now. The logic of saying, let's do what other animals do. Let us do what other animals do. Sure, other animals commit infanticide, rape, but you know, we should be allowed to do it also, right? What about plant-based product pollution, Chip? Well, it's monumentally less than pollution coming from animal-based products, so who gives a shit? Should it be better? Should it be improved? Sure, improved it. But again, it's better than the other one. So I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm saying you have two choices. Both of them are kind of like not perfect, but one exploits and slaughters innocent animals and is far worse for the environment if you also bring the environment. There you go. Simple. Choose the one that's better. You inspired me down a pound of pork before work this morning. Oh, look at you, Jason. You seem to be triggered, Jason. Jason Jones 9197. I'm sorry that I triggered you, Jason. My intent was not to trigger you, but to educate you. I hope you understand that you don't need to be triggered. And I hope you understand that when you are triggered, you don't need to make others pay for it. Like, if you're triggered, you can go and punch a pillow. You don't need to cut the throat of a pig for it. You don't need to put a pig into a gas chamber. I hope you understand that, Jason. Yeah, Jason says not triggered. Well, Jason... Well, you see, Jason, this is, I love it. I especially called you out, called you triggered. You know why? Because you said, you just said that because of what I said, it inspired you to make changes in a way that you're going to exploit more animals. Nothing that I said should inspire you to make changes in the way that you should exploit more animals. Because every single discussion that has been happening here, every single point that I've been making is that exploiting animals is the wrong thing to do. But you said, fuck you, I'm gonna do the opposite. That's exactly what a triggered person would do. And if you weren't triggered, very clearly, you wouldn't make the change. So thank you for proving that you're triggered. Chip, important question. Do you butter both sides of your toast? Bread, I was like, what the? That was so funny, huh? So would it be okay to eat animals if they die naturally? Why are you guys constantly trying to find ways to exploit animals, to treat animals like objects? Please, I gotta get that meat inside of me. Please, just put that meat inside of me. How about you just eat plant-based? How about you don't objectify animals? If your dog dies, is your instinct to say, can we eat them? Can we eat them now? They're dead. See? Can we eat them? No, your instinct when your dog dies or your pet dies, your instinct is not to say, fuck, I'm gonna eat them. Your instinct is to, respect them. It wouldn't be respectful for them to eat them, would it? Your instinct is to be, shit, I'm gonna bury them. I'm gonna do something nice. Hell, I'm gonna buy this object and keep it in my house in memory of them. I'm gonna take the photos, put them on my wall. I love them, This is the type of instinct that you have. Fucking dumbass over here, trying to compare a dog to a cow. Look at me. I'm Logan Yacy. I'm a big man. I only feel like a big man if I crush innocent animals. Oh, but they have to be innocent. If they fight back, I'm not feeling like a big man anymore because they might hurt me. I only feel like a big man when I cut the throats of innocent animals and then I put their flesh through my mouth hole. Yum, 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 yum. I gotta cut throats of innocent animals all day long because I feel like a big man. Was I accurate? Well, Logan likes it. Earth is definitely flat. Yeah, Ichi, Earth is definitely flat. I mean, sure. How does the sun set? Oh yeah, right. It goes beyond the horizon. The existence of horizon itself proves that the Earth is not flat. But, the Earth is definitely flat, of course. Chip just described the majority of the population. Yeah, sadly so, huh? That's exactly how Logan's been acting this entire time, says David. Appreciate you, David. There's only a few responsible for farming for all, stupid. If we were supposed to... More of that, please, says Suzanne. Okay, Suzanne. You're the boss, huh? Let's see. Guys, give me arguments. I'm gonna animate them. Let's see. Alexandra loves it, yeah. Alexandra, love it when you're here. I really don't care how I act, okay? If we were supposed to eat plants only, we would have back morals like we would have back molars like we do. What the fuck are you talking about? Look at this. Why do you think my jaw can do this? Because I can eat plants. Are we aware that we can digest plants, right? We're aware that you can be healthy on a plant-based diet. Or do we deny all types of science and we think that Earth is flat? Huh? Are you a flat earther, Logan? Logan, are you a flat earther? A flat earther? Oh, flat earthers. Sounds stupider. Jesus Christ loves you. I don't know, man. I haven't felt any love from Jesus Christ whatsoever, huh? He didn't text me back. I literally texted Jesus this morning and he didn't reply. He only did the 3 dots. Typing. Did not reply. I don't think Jesus loves me. Fucking asshole. Chip, are you a flat brainer? No. That's a problem with a lot of people. They have no Jesus in their life. Sure, that's the problem. That's the problem, that they have no Jesus in their life. You fuck never take Jesus' name in vain. When did I take Jesus' name in vain? I just said I texted Jesus and he didn't text me back. And you said he loves me. If you love somebody, you text him back. You don't just put him on red and then put the 3 dots. Jesus did not text me back. I've never had an animal tell us to stop. Maybe they like it. Oh, I see what you did there. Maybe an animal likes having their throat cut. I mean, maybe an animal just says, look, sees a knife and goes like, hey, hey, please cut my throat, please cut my throat, please. Sure, I mean, they beg to not be killed, but you know, they are asking for it. Why mock the Lord with a capital L? They're not my Lord. My Lord is Tofunia. Tofunia is a flying spaghetti monster in the shape of a chicken. Show the muscles. I can't like you can see through the jacket, but I'm not gonna take this off. Your body needs animal protein. Everything in moderation, you clown. I mean, sure, you can eat plants, and I've been thriving on a plant-based diet. And look at me, I'm very muscly and all big. But your body needs your body needs animal protein. If I don't cut the throat of an innocent animal, I don't feel like a big man. This guy's an idiot. Don't waste your time here, says Ichi. Ichi, why are you here? I saw you before. You must really hate yourself, Ichi, for being here. Unpopular opinion. Vegans are marginalized in society. I can kind of agree with that. Have you ever prayed? Asks Lynn. Lynn, it's the funniest thing about it is that I was actually very religious. I used to pray for an hour every single day. An hour. Every single day. And I did this for years. Until I started reading the Bible. And then you're like, what the fuck? And then you're like, I don't think I believe in God anymore. And then you just need a lot of help to stop because you're so afraid of what if I go to hell? Do you support Tofunism more or Satanism? I like that one. I'm a Tofunist guy. How can you act so childish and call yourself a logical adult? Oh my god! If I talk like this and I say 1 + 1 = 2, that might mean 1 + 1 does not equal 2. You're going to hell. You're definitely going to hell. Sir, yes sir. But you gotta give me a first class ticket. Like, get me one of those, I wanna go to hell in style. I wanna go to hell in style, okay? So, if I'm going to hell, please get me a pretty good ticket, okay? What do you expect from a Romanian? Dude, the fuck? That's what you call... Yeah, oh my god, wait a minute. Somebody told me that I'm going to hell. I forgot about that. You're right. Jesus loves me. That's why he's sending me to burn for all eternity. Jesus loves me, but he's gonna burn you for eternity. Burn in hell. But I love you. I love you, okay? I love you, guy. I love you. Burn in hell. But I love you. That says so expressive. Yeah. Who farted? You farted. Go home and don't roast people. Why not? It's kind of fun. Guys, stop taking things so seriously. I mean, you guys are just animal exploiters. You're not really in a position to be like, well, I don't understand why you would be offended about me explaining to you that you're exploiting and slaughtering animals. You're weird. Your cheese has slid off your cracker chip. I don't know what that means. Where are you now? I'm in Amsterdam. Actually, yeah, I said maybe let me walk you guys around a little bit afterwards. Vegan preaching in the street says stop being so serious. Yeah. I mean, we should joke around. Hey, an animal walks into a bar, a non-vegan cuts their throat off. That's the joke. Look at that. We should be laughing about that. It's so funny. It's such a funny joke. It's such a funny joke, huh? I mean, an animal comes into a bar and you just cut their throats off. Why? Because they were born in that species. I mean, if they were born a different species, that would be too... If they were born a dog, what? How dare you? A dog? What the fuck is wrong with you? You can't cut off throats of dogs. They were a cow. Yeah, then I get it. If they were a cow, I get it. It's a good joke. Imagine that. Hello.
How many
I like a 40, 140. Dogs are pets and cows are food. Dogs are pets and cows are food. Well, to you, to some people, dogs are food and cows are pets. And to some people, none of them are food and none of them are pets. You have a good message, but you act so butthurt. I mean, it must be all that anal sex that I keep engaging in, huh? Don't know. I don't know what that was. Can you please answer logically? What if we discovered plants are sentient? Logically. Okay, let's be logical about it, okay? Logically. What if plants are sentient? Then what? I'm honestly just curious what you do then. Well, it's pretty simple. If plants are sentient, you go vegan. That's it. Do you know why? Because animals eat more plants. So when you're eating animals, you're killing more plants. So if plants were sentient, you would have the choice between killing one sentient being, killing a lot of sentient beings, let's say, I don't know, 100 sentient beings if you eat a plant-based diet, or killing 1,000 sentient beings and one. Chip's getting chip on his shoulder. His pecs are steaming up. Yeah. Plants are living creatures too. I mean, David, I just explained it, dude. Like that hard anal guy. Brother, if you like it that way, why would I have a problem with it, huh? I personally don't really like it, but you know, if you like it, why not? I feel like it's fine to eat plants and animals. We just gotta not be barbaric about it. Oh, you're right. We gotta be not barbaric about it. When we cut the throat of an animal, we gotta do it gently. An animal is over here. You gotta, like you're playing the violin. You gotta cut their throats as you're playing the violin. That's the way I would want my throat to be cut. You wanna cut my throat? Yeah. Do it in a way that you play the violin, because then it's okay. It's not barbaric. Of course it is a fuck ton of blood. Of course that sentient being didn't want to die, but it's not barbaric, huh? Did Renee say, what if Chip chips his nail, then he got chipped? What if Chip chips his nail, then he got chipped? But what if he also gets a chip implant, then he's chipped. Chip the chip. Chip is a good guy, I believe, just passionate about his views. Sure, why not? Passive aggressive. Yeah. I mean, you cut their throat like a violin. It's not barbaric, huh? Just look at Sodom and Gomorrah, still ash. I gotta look at Sodom and Gomorrah before that, okay? They're okay. I don't know what I was doing there. You taste like chicken. Sodom and Gomorrah also. What the fuck? You know the whole thing about sodomy was about children, right? Not about adults. And you should not, sodomize children, of course. You should leave them alone. Let me put it this way for everybody. Because I think like a lot of people don't really know about this, and I've been meaning to speak about it a lot. Consent is very important. Informed consent is very important. Somebody needs to give you informed consent, okay? It's just they need to give you informed consent. If whatever action you're doing and it regards them, they need to give you informed consent, okay? That's number one. Number two, informed consent can be retracted. Also, it's funny that I have to say this in 2025 and that people don't really understand this, but you can retract informed consent. That means you can say yes to something and then think about it again and say no again, okay? Very important. A lot of you also don't realize, I realize a lot of you don't know also. Third, if somebody cannot consent, take for instance, children cannot give consent, then you cannot just do whatever you want to them. You do what is in their best interest. If this individual cannot consent, I'm not gonna do what I want out of them. I'm gonna do what's best for them. Just like you do with a child. Simple as that. Keyword somebody. Keyword somebody. Do animals have a body? Sure. Somebody. Keyword somebody. Love the mustache. Thank you. Come on. I said I was gonna show you guys around. Let's go check it out. Okay, let's check it out together. I don't know what's gonna be over here. I'm gonna put you on this other tripod and we're gonna go watch something. They aren't a person. They aren't a person. Okay, it's okay for me to cut their throats. They aren't a person. We need animals for nutrition. Sure, we can get nutrition in other ways, but we need animals for nutrition. Something fell. Okay. I hope you guys can still hear me. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put you. Okay. I think you guys can hear me okay. Sorry about that. Chip is the reason why I wake up and continue to live. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you feel that way. Like you should definitely. Like I understand. Like if you're really just really going through that, please get some professional help. I want to joke about a lot of stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'll joke about a lot of stuff, but not that type of things. Because I guess maybe because I also went through stuff like that, and it's not easy to be in that position, is it? But Chip, if you should not eat them, then why do you taste so good? You're a cheeky. Can you guys still hear me okay? Oh, sorry. Yes. Okay, perfect. I'll put you over here. I hope nobody steals you. But if somebody steals you, you're going on an adventure. You gotta take everything out. So the cold is coming. I'm gonna have to use the heated socks again. Oh, I forgot I got some shoes actually last year. In the end, I bought some shoes. The problem with those shoes is that every time I use them, they kind of look like leather shoes, and everybody's like, but you see, you're wearing leather. No, I'm not. It's plant-based, you know. It's the whole thing about it. It can look like that. It's the whole beauty of it. It just proves the argument even better. You don't need leather or any other product. You can just get everything on a without any need for it. I also personally think that we should not be buying leather secondhand, but I'm not gonna scold anybody on it. Just wearing somebody's skin is just fucking weird. Like, it took me a long time. You know when I realized that leather is somebody's skin? Like, it's so weird. When I think my ex-girlfriend told me that you can maintain leather by applying cream on it. By applying cream on it, you can maintain leather. And I was like, what? How does that make sense? And then she's like, yeah, because it was skin. I was like, holy shit, leather is somebody's skin. I just felt weird. Just weird. Wear somebody's skin like that. Come on. Okay. Is that? Okay. Yeah. Chip the Chad. Thank you. Let me show you around. So I also don't know. I haven't been in this area, so I don't know what to expect. Let's go through this. Yeah, it's a little bit muddy over here. Guessing they're gonna clean it up. I don't even know that. But there is a cool little thing which I want to see personally also. Veganism is a scam. Yeah, right. It's kind of like a market. He looks anemic. You don't even see me. So you're probably talking about the people who... Yeah, oh, I guess this is like one of those Christmas markets. But the nicest thing about it is... Yeah. The nicest thing about it is this little bridge over here. That kind of resembles like a typical Dutch bridge. They built this typical Dutch bridge. And I'm guessing they're adding water and they're gonna make like an ice ring out of it. It's quite nice. It's the Christmas. Chip, you're so rude, you almost walked straight to that couple. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm guessing this is gonna be like a Christmas market, and here it's gonna be an ice skate ring. It's gonna be quite nice, I guess. They finally opened it up. And they planted all these trees also on this other side. Oop. That's the beautiful thing, I think, about living in the Netherlands. Whenever they do construction work, whenever they make a place different, it always is better. I mean, how nice this is. These trees weren't here, these benches weren't here. That's all super nice. Chat excerpt. Chip, you symbolize animal abuse by wearing vegan leather. But really, I don't care at all because I'm not even vegan myself. But you wearing alternatives and not causing exploitation is worse somehow. Is that what people are saying? Oh, let me show you before So this is the bridge we were on. Look how nice it is. I guess you'll be skating under it. It's kind of nice. Now I'm walking along. So people think I'm a hypocrite if I wear things that look like leather. What if I eat plant-based meat? Does that make me a hypocrite? Huh? Explain to me where the hypocrisy is coming from. Because I don't reject what looks like exploitation. I reject exploitation. I don't have a problem with somebody going to a play where they play exploitation, where they play slavery. I don't have a problem with movies being made about slavery, but I do have a problem with slavery. I don't have a problem with depictions of slavery. Fuck. And this is where we usually sit, and I think I have all this, where we usually sit and do outreach. Like, there's a lot of people also here. I think there's more people here than where I was sitting. And here, right here, everybody, where this guy is doing something. I guess he's trying with the hat. Right here in front of the thing, we're gonna be doing an alien experiment. We're gonna be right in front of here, the museum. We're gonna be a lot of activists dressed like aliens, and we're gonna be doing a small little play. The alien was nice. Yeah, Draculon, we're gonna do a bit more alien stuff. Just a lot of people over here. I had a really great steak last night, medium rare. It was really succulent. Congratulations! You paid for needless animal exploitation, abuse, and slaughter. That must make you feel really proud. Was it a dog steak? Did you kill a dog? Are you taking mod applications? Not really. But if you want to be a mod, drop a comment or drop more comments. I'll see which comments there are and I guess I can make some people more mods. I can make more mods, no worries. But I gotta first, you know, see you be more active on the channel or something. I wrote a diss track about you. It's funny. What an idiot! Who eats dog steak? Look at that, somebody's triggered. You know, there's people on this planet who eat dogs. Why would that be bad? Why would eating dogs be bad but eating cows be good? Chip forgot I asked, but it's fine. What did you ask, Linda? Do you want to be a mod, Linda? I'm sorry, Linda, what did you ask? To be a mod? Done. Thank you, Linda, for wanting to be a mod. Thank you for being a mod. Now. People also murder humans in video games, but it on its own causes no harm. A point can be made about letting out frustrations in video games rather than carry it out into real world. Very true, and thank you so much, Renee, for that. That's 100% true. Like, this whole point of, oh, we're not allowed to do anything that resembles violence or anything because that somehow makes us more violent or something. That's not true. That's not true at all. I mean, if you guys want to go in a certain direction, I'm up for a little walk, by the way. I'm a plant rights advocate. Oh, we got one of those things. Plant rights advocate. Ah, you probably must be fighting against the seasons changing because, you know, then a lot of leaves fall and a lot of plants die during winter. Yeah, you're right. You're a plant rights advocate. Oh, but if you're a plant rights advocate, you should be vegan because on a plant-based diet, you kill less plants in the process, huh? And that's what it is. Let's see how long it takes this man-child to stop being the triggered one. Yeah, look at me. So triggered. I'm so very triggered. What's your thoughts on abortion? Well, I believe you can find that out later, but not now. I don't want to speak about that now. All these people, what's your thoughts on needlessly exploiting innocent sentient beings? Because that's what I'm here to talk about. I mean, I'm using your own logic against you. So wait, do you think logic is proprietary? Do you think logic is subjective? If you're using my own logic, that must mean you think logic is subjective. Please explain to me how logic is subjective. What's your thoughts on insect protein? Well, you can get protein from a plant-based diet. No need to be using sentient beings. And a lot of insects are sentient beings. Because you assume, so I assume, says Logan. What exactly did I assume, Logan? Huh? Now we both look stupid. No, Logan, I don't look stupid. All my arguments are based on empirical evidence. There is nothing that I'm saying right now. You can thrive on a plant-based diet. Animals are sentient. Exploiting and slaughtering sentient beings for optional products is wrong. Full stop. If you say it's not wrong, then you should be okay with exploiting and slaughtering humans. And if you say that's different, and you can't explain how, then that would be special pleading, which is a logical fallacy. There you go. Hey Peg, nice to see you. I don't know where I'm going, by the way. I'm just walking around. Dwelling in the city is against animal rights. You are occupying animal habitat. Oh, look at that, having absolutely no nonsense. They aren't sentient like us. You might not be sentient like me. Who gives a shit? They're sentient, full stop. There's no such thing as sentient like you and me. What a great habitat. Yeah. It's actually quite nice, huh? No cars, no nothing on the street. What a great habitat with no soil and nothing proper to eat. I'm dying, Rene. I'm dying of hunger over here. Look at this, there's nothing to eat. No places to eat. It's so difficult to be vegan in this world. So difficult. How am I gonna survive? Eat that dog? Yeah, I probably will. Probably start eating dogs and humans. The left has no morals. My left is over here. You see it? This is my left. And it's got morals. Don't exploit and slaughter animals. See? Should you exploit and slaughter animals? No. Should you respect animals? Yes. And that's my left. So you see, the left has morals. There's no trolleys in my city. Oh, that sucks. And this is a street, I guess it's... I don't really like being on this street. This is a rich street. The street where they have all the expensive brands. I'll get off of it. I really don't like this street. I think it's the ugliest street in Amsterdam. Is this France? No, it's Netherlands. Amsterdam. I miss Amsterdam, says Peg. You're always welcome to come back, Peg. And we're passing by Loro Piana, so we gotta flip them off the finger because they use animals. Thank you. See, wait, let me be clear. This is what we do to Loro Piana. Fuck Loro Piana. There you go. And then we move on. Why? Because they use animals to make shitty ass products. They use animals for fur, for crying out loud, in 2025. That doesn't do anything though.
It was like
well,
a running joke.
Doesn't really do anything, you're right. More than, you know, just like passing by a Trump tower and throwing the middle finger because, you know, you're like Trump is an asshole and he's destroying humanity. Same thing, Loro Piana is an asshole and they're destroying, well, the good parts of humanity, I guess. We can do some activism together. Peg, if you come here, for sure we're gonna do some activism together. They have plant-based KFC in Amsterdam. They sure do. Never been to it myself, but I know that they do, yeah. Oh my god, a dog! We must eat them! My own snack. No, it's wrong to eat dogs, but it's okay to eat cows. It's very random. Well, unless the dogs kind of look like cows, then it's okay to eat them. You'll notice how he's only belittling because we aren't following his agenda. Yeah. Yeah, my agenda says that on Saturdays you should go and eat falafel. And if you're not eating falafel, I'm belittling you because it's not part of my agenda. I don't know what that was. I don't know what you mean by that, but that's ridiculous. My agenda. Respect animals' rights. How dare you? How dare you, sir, have an agenda? How dare you tell me to respect animals' rights? Don't you know that I wanna treat animals like objects? Who are you to tell me? I am Frank Lloyd III. If I want to exploit animals, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. But humans are animals, so what? humans are different because they're like me. Ridiculous. More gaslighting BS. Logan, it seems like it's working, huh? Walking around Amsterdam. Let's see if we can find some people who have dogs to eat more dogs. Sorry, I'm waiting for a bus to pass. Oh, actually, maybe, you know what? Maybe, why not? I'll just give it 5 more minutes. I'll go through the park and then I'm gonna go. It is a bit cold, although it is better if we move. I wanted to do this thing where, Chip, were you ever a meat eater? Yeah, I was, sadly. Yeah, of course. I mean, I didn't grow up to being vegan or something. I was a meat eater. I was a vegetarian also. Wasn't good. Well, wasn't good. Any of it wasn't good because it was exploiting animals. Nothing, no other reason. I don't feel any difference. Well, I do feel a difference in my sports performance. I feel like ever since I'm vegan, I have way better stamina. My performance in the gym has improved. I've gotten bigger muscles, but I don't want to blame that on strictly on being on a plant-based diet. I think it's mostly because I've been eating more. I've been a bit more careful with my diet. So, you know, I had better outcomes, of course, out of it. Bro, then why do you look like a vegan? Also, I look like a smart, intelligent person who cares about the logic and the consistency of my moral values, and I dare to challenge the status quo. Thank you. That must be really cool. Exactly what I was going for. How's your performance in the bedroom? You put me in a bed, I'll go to sleep instantly. Is that good? Or do you mean sexually? Because sexually, just gonna... I last more than 5 seconds. I like to joke around about nonsense. Okay, we're in a little park. Vondo Park specifically. This guy wants to kill the Palestinian. Oh, hell no. I've been pro-Palestine before it was cool, brother. I've had a friend from Jordan, and he told me the situation, and I understood it from a local. I saw an animal. Wait, let's see. Wow, and you're anti-Semitic too? Nah, not at all. I don't think it has anything to do with somebody's ethnicity, that what Israel did to Palestine. But I see you guys really want to picture me as the bad guy. Because if you picture me as the bad guy, that means what I'm saying, your support of the needless animal exploitation, it all of a sudden becomes okay. Even if that were the case, brother, that would still be an appeal to hypocrisy, which is a logical fallacy. Report him! Thank you, David. Thank you for timing that person out. I don't know why some people are so triggered and they really want to victimize and bring politics into anything. I really despise politics so much. I think like we should all just treat each other as who we are, individuals. shouldn't we? We shouldn't be exploiting and slaughtering each other. And we shouldn't be fucking making fun of people who do. It's simple. Damn, are those baddies vegan? I probably don't think so. I don't think that they are. I'm gonna hold this like this so that I don't put somebody else who didn't consent to being on camera. Actually, I think I'm gonna cross the street anyway because I wanna go on this side. Oh, I see another dog. Yum, 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 yum.
The one you said. I don't know him.
Let's see that dog. Let's see that dog. Look at that yummy dog. We gotta eat the dog. Can we eat the dog? Yeah. Can we kill the dog and eat them? I mean, we kill other animals and we eat them, right? Might as well do it to dogs also. They're all just as intelligent at the end of the day. Here we go. That's how you do it. Oh, cute dog. Can we kill them and eat them? Why not? Look how much meat they have. I mean, we kill other animals and we eat them, right? Showing people the hypocrisy. Look at how nice this is. I don't know what's happened here, but look at how nice the colors are. The trees, all the leaves are red and they fell. That's so pretty. Look at this. I find autumn such a nice place, such a nice time. It's my favorite season. Beautiful colors, perfect weather. Sometimes it gets a bit cold, but still nice weather. Okay, I'm gonna get back to my bike and we're gonna be ending the stream. Look at this tree also, how nice it is. I also like trees like this. I find like some of the things we like, look at this beautiful tree. Look how nice it is. It's so pretty and big.
He was so fun. He was so fun.
Oh, I got tired. Not from walking, but from answering all these questions. You know, my energy level is, I'm normally like a very calm guy. Like, this is me normal, you know? It's just who I am as a normal person. And sometimes I bring it up, I bring the thing a little bit up because, you know, it's kind of fun sometimes to make fun of people online and their ridiculous arguments. Because at the end of the day, like, your arguments are for the exploitation and abuse of the most defenseless creatures on earth. Your arguments are pro taking innocent sentient beings, cutting their throat, treating them like an object, all because you get some form of pleasure from it. You deserve to be mocked if you support it. You deserve to be mocked if you knowingly support it, to be clear. Because if you don't know what you're doing, it's a different thing. But if you know what you're doing, you deserve to be mocked for it. Because no single sentient being deserves to have their throats cut. And if you don't like being mocked for it, imagine this. Would you rather be mocked for cutting throats, or would you rather have your throat cut yourself? It's as simple as that. Miguel says, come on, Chip. Miguel, I don't know what you asked. I saw that you said you asked something, I don't know exactly what you asked. As you can see, I'm on the move. The chat is moving also, so I don't see all the comments. But if you can type it again, I'll take a look, and I'll maybe answer your question, Miguel. Miguel, I'm waiting for you to type the question again so that I can answer it. Imagine even trying to defend animal abuse and murder. One thing is not knowing better, the other thing is being a vicious asshole about it. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, look, a cute dog. Oh, we should eat them. Eat the dog. We eat other animals. Might as well eat the dog also. Looking if Miguel asked that question. I didn't see it. Anti-vegan trolls are pure evil. Completely agree with you. It's so ridiculous. Like, we fight for animal rights. We try to have conversations with people. Hey, Felek. Hydration check. Well, Felek, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna hydrate myself. Also, this neighborhood, look how beautiful this is. It's also probably expensive as fuck to live here, but quite pretty. Logan, I understand you're very triggered, but you know, settle down. Have a good day, Chip, or night. Miguel, I didn't see your question. I thought you had a question or something. Can you please type it again so that I can answer it? I'm good, I don't have to. That seems like you kind of have to settle down. You can't make me. Well, I can kind of make you. I can silence you. What do you mean I can't make you settle down? It's easily for me to make you settle down. That's so funny. But I'm just asking you to settle down because, you know, we literally are fighting for animal rights. I know you really want to be triggered by all of it. And I know you really want to make us vegans be like, oh, how dare this person tell me to respect animal rights? How dare this person tell me I'm not allowed to cut the throats of innocent animals? Bro, your rights deserve to be respected as much as theirs. Your throat should not be cut as theirs shouldn't also. Everyone deserves to live and be free. Nobody deserves to be treated like an object. Not you, not them, and not everybody else. Okay? So Logan, what it is that you can do is that you can choose to adopt a plant-based diet to begin with. You can choose to not force animals into slaughterhouses. You can choose to speak up for animals. There's a lot you can do. Do you have any health issues? Well, none created by a plant-based diet, if that's your question. Obviously, I have psoriasis. It's something you're born with. It's nothing to do with being vegan. I had it before. And what else? Well, male pattern baldness also before being vegan. You know, it's just loose hair. I wouldn't call those health issues particular. They're more like things I don't like about myself. Amsterdam looks clean. Marisad's pretty clean. The touristy areas do have some garbage on the ground because I guess there's not enough garbage cans or something. But otherwise, yeah, it's a pretty clean city. What is comeback? Yeah, the people who exploit and slaughter animals, I agree with you, there's comebacks. Why don't vegans believe in owning pets? It's not that we don't believe in owning pets. We believe that all animals deserve to live and be free. And the idea of bringing to life an animal for you to use them, whether it is for food, clothing, entertainment, or whatever you want, companionship in this situation, is just wrong to them, you know? You don't deserve to be brought into existence so that somebody can use you. You deserve to be brought into existence to live how you want to live, if that's the case. You don't deserve to be brought into existence to be an object for somebody's desires or companionship or food or clothing or whatever. Everybody deserves to live and be free. Nobody deserves to be treated that way. Okay? Keep repeating it because it's very important. Very, very important. But yeah, I'm back at my bike. I'm back at the place where we started, in front of the museum. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we will do another stream. Yeah, and that's it. It's gonna be cold also, but tomorrow I'm gonna dress even better. I think I want to give a shout out, but okay. I want to give a shout out to Sabby Coops, the 40-year-old vegan, and Louis. They were the first 3 to comment on the stream. And in case you don't know, we have a little bit of a contest. The first person to comment on the stream gets a shout out. And that yet again was Sabby Coops, the 40-year-old vegan, and Louis. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I will see you again in the next one, which is probably tomorrow. And, you know, let's respect animals, okay? I understand a lot of you guys get triggered by a lot of stuff, and I make fun of you for it. You know, I hope you guys make fun of me also. I appreciate being made fun of. But at the end of the day, we're here to speak up for animals, okay? We're here to defend and respect their rights, okay? Have a good one, everybody.